and elegant as he just outstretched his hands like a wide an eagle in his flight. 2 runs. Yes, Sabinas is equal to the ball, who is ready on target this time around, and he is kept on zero. He is not off the mark yet. His partner is off the mark. And here you see flashing at the ball, played uppishly through the slips, and he crossed to collect a single. The ball was played in the third man area, and he just walked quickly to the non-striker's end. So the battle's crossed, and so the score is on 3 without loss. In the first over, the final delivery is about to be bowled, and Doyle is playing the ball uppish. He is trying to look for a single, was not there, sent back into his crease. A good decision there by going back into his crease because it was threatening for a run out. The score at the end of number 1 is 3 without loss.
Very good over. But what we noticed, because of the wet, we are noticing the bowlers are reinventing themselves. Not the long run up, but use more shoulder. And the opening bowler there, slim young gentleman, really powered his shoulders into getting the ball. What I noticed though, when the ball pitched on the wet part of the pitch, it's really bouncing at an awkward height. And Sabinas pushed a couple balls off his chest and off his face.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens as the day comes on. But you can see both the batmen are very careful and they are watchful.
Very much so, Pastor. Here comes the second over, bowling from the southern end of the field has Sabinas playing on the back foot. The ball is just about knee height, and he was equal to it, denying the bowler of any chance of a wicket. Here he comes in again to bowl to Sabinas. He delivers, and Sabinas is swinging that ball, doesn't make contact, and it's indeed down the leg side, a wide signal there by the presiding umpire, King Karu, who is very efficient, I must say, and in the umpiring department. The score moves on by 1 from that extra to 4 without loss. And Sabinas is killing that ball in front of him. There's a player who is feeling just short mid-wicket, in mid-wicket area. Collects the ball and no run. So, Pastor, there is a very tight field.
Very tight field.
Yes.
Yeah, shot. Again, what is noticed, what the captain of the Millet team is noticing, the ball is not on to play shots. And while the batsmen are being very careful and just studying the pitch, he's taking the advantage of squeezing out any possibility of a single, which is very, very interesting.
It is. Yes, Sabinas is very watchful, watching that delivery come onto his bat, and it is still early o'clock. That's the second over, so he has all the right to do what he's doing right now, because I assess the wicket, see what it gives, and then you can explode towards the middle part of the innings. Hey, is he flashing at the ball over the top into the square leg area for a mighty 6, Pastor?
Brilliant batting.
Yeah.
You notice he's been waiting, just pushing. He was he was on the back foot and just swiveled as if he was just pulling it out of his face.
Yeah.
And the ball went high over into the square leg boundary for 6. There was nobody there. There was no fear in the shot. There was no risk involved in the shot. So that's a fine shot. I like his approach. He's not taking any risk whatsoever. He's just watching the ball and playing on its merit. And that's the way you play on these conditions.
Indeed. Next delivery is another wide of the off stump. Keeper kick cleanly. Sabinas was there flashing at it, doesn't make contact into the gloves of the keeper. At the end of over number 2, the score is on 10 without loss.
Sabinas seems to be favoring his left side where the ball hit him earlier on. The tip ball is a hard ball. It's not as hard as the hard ball itself, but it can really burn your skin. I notice he's rubbing quite often, favoring that part of his leg. However, I must tell you that the rain really caused a serious delay. And we are playing the outfield. It's not unplayable. It's wet, but it's not wet that the game cannot be played. And also there's some water on the pitch.
Yeah. Oh, we have Dole there who is playing the ball on the front foot. That's the beginning of the third over. From the northern end, the player, he is not running in expressly. As a matter of fact, he's walking because of the damp condition of the run-up. But he can fire that ball. He fires that ball with a lot of shoulder in it, and it goes into the gloves of the keeper as soon as it leaves the bat.
Also, this could be very deceptive for a batsman, for the ball to come at that speed without a run-up.
Yeah, yes. Oh, that's a Yorker. Good delivery in his toes, and he digged it out. And the ball is running off the pitch back to the bowler, who is very quick in going back to his run-up or walk-up. That's a nice delivery again. It is about waist height. As he goes forward, the ball leaves the bat and into the gloves of the keeper, who is standing back.
Yeah.
Standing back. It's good to have the name of this bowler so that we can call him. Oh,
Deep gully.
Chauvin Leo.
That ball went off the bat.
Mr. Leo. Yeah.
Deep gully.
Yeah.
Picked up there. Man ran off the boundary. So by no means, the cricket is bad. Very good cricket. Very watchful. That is hit past the bowler, and they run around for one. The bowler dive as if there was a half chance or a quarter chance, and never got hand to it.
Never.
So the end of the third over. And again, very interesting here. These players are indicating to me that they know what they're about. They are studying the conditions carefully. They're not taking any chances. Both teams are out there with a plan. I think Millet is let's bowl as many overs as possible before they can check themselves. And Mon Repos is saying let's score as many without losing a wicket.
Yes. And batting first on a wicket like this, that is so damn. It is to me. It is. I feel it is in the favor of the fielding team. Yeah.
Well, there are two advantages. We'll talk about that in a while. The fielding team would have the hardship in fielding, running about.
Yeah.
But the batting team would have the problem facing the ball on the wet pitch. So it's which side that wants it most and who can conquer the difficulties.
Yeah.
Beaten outside the stump and a cut.
He's caught behind.
It's caught behind. A short ball outside of the stump. The young man fended at it. It was a no shot.
Yes,
it was a no shot. He didn't try to cut it or pull it. It was short and rising.
Yes.
And again, we know that when the ball is rising, it is almost unplayable. And we tell schoolboy cricketers, stay away. Anytime you see the ball is short and it's rising, it's on your body, get away. Outside the stump, leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
However, in the dying moments of the game, when we say happy time, you can throw your bat at it and get a boundary. But early like that, you got to flash at it. You got to do something late in the game. But now, you got to be more watchful. And if you're going to play at it, flash hard.
Go hard.
Flat hard, yeah.
He didn't go hard at all.
Yeah. It was a gentle push.
Yes.
When you flash at it, it bites off the edge and the ball can fly to third man. It can go over square. It can go over gully. It can go anywhere whatsoever.
Yeah.
But he just gently pushed and it bit the edge and the wicketkeeper just falling forward. He came down there like installments.
Yes.
Yeah, slowly.
So the first wicket is down already. First wicket. Over number 4, 11 for 1 in the fourth over. A delivery that was on the off stump, wide of the off stump, and here he went fishing and collected and nicked it into the gloves of the keeper. The new batter is Shem. I notice we have a lot of Shems in this tournament. Yeah.
There's a Shem in your team.
On my team, yes.
Yeah.
And there's a Shem at Mon Repos. And other Shems in other teams, even in the second division. Shem is wrapped on the pads as he goes forward defensive, doesn't make contact with the bat. And we see that bowler seems to have a lot of pace, Pastor. He is pacey. as he makes use of the wicket. Watch him. Oh, and Shem is connecting bat and pad close together as the ball hits the bat, rolls to the players who are nearly almost around the bat. They are stationed there to see if that ball can pop up off an edge.
I noticed Millet is missing a few players.
Okay, Millet is missing a few players. Do they have 11 on the field?
Yeah, they have 11, but the usual players. I think some of the guys go to England and play all kinds of cricket.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in the Charles Sipal knockout tournament, the captain is migrated to England.
England, yeah.
Yeah.
They go there every summer and play cricket.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is very good.
And some players have strengthened other teams, you know, like the Vanna team. There are some players who were playing last time on the Millet team who have joined.
Okay.
Yeah, the Vanna team.
That's the story of club cricket.
Yeah, yeah.
So 4 overs completed?
Yes, 4 overs completed.
That is over number 5.
Yeah. Yes. Leo is bowling number 5, and Sabinas is driving the ball, but not with power. He has some timing was involved there, but it is traveling so quickly to the player that he has to remain in his crease. The score remains on 11 for 1.
Just confirm that some of the guys have been playing at Vanna. You don't want to be in a team where you sit on the bench right through the tournament.
No, not at all.
You really want to get some game time.
Yeah.
Run that down to third man.
He did.
1 more.
12 for 1. So Sabinas is looking like the batting has to revolve around Sabinas Emmanuel as he leads out in that department.
Yeah, and he seems to be in control of the situation.
Yeah, he is.
Taking it 1 ball at a time and playing the ball on its merit.
Yeah.
I mean, that is all batting requires anyway. At every stage and every stage of the game, that's what batting requires.
Good, good, good.
Down the leg side.
Yes, wide is signal. Leo into ball to Shem, and Shem is going half forward as the ball hits his pad, and he is in some measure of difficulty negotiating that ball as the ball hit his pad and went to square of the wicket. Here is Leo bowling a slower delivery.
I like to see that.
There's some variety in Leo's bowling past there.
Yeah. Foxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The score remains on 13.
Bowling.
He's bowled past. What a delivery. Full up to the batter.
Head in the air.
Yes.
Driving.
He's driving at that one. Missed the ball. It appears it passed between bat and pad or under the bat somewhere. Hit the off stump. Bails flew all in the air. And that's the demise of Shem, who is now walking back to his teammates in the area where they are all huddled together.
I'm hoping this is not going to be the procession of the evening. This was really a careless shot from Shem. He head in the air, the ball pitched up. It's true the ball was pitched up, but the ball hit the stumps way below half mark, so it never came up.
Yeah.
And his feet locked on the leg stump, had a mighty drive at the ball, missed the ball, and the ball cannot into his stance. Yeah. He should watch his opening batsman at the other end, watch him bat.
Yeah.
When you're a new batsman and you come into the crease, your responsibility is to get out of the firing line.
Okay.
Let the man who've been there, who've been facing the ball, give him the strike. It's not your battle, it's his battle.
Yes.
Oh, drop. Magnificent
What a catch.
What a catch. The first ball. And as I was saying, I was hoping it would not be a procession this evening. Short ball, the incoming batsman went again slashing at it. The ball flew to the left of first slip or second slip.
Yes.
And he flew to his left and collect the ball. What a wonderful catch. We must see this replay.
Oh yes, it's been replayed all the time. But Pastor, that was like a goalkeeper style catch. One-handed diving to his left.
It's dark.
And the ball was traveling. It was not popped up in the air. It was traveling. And if he had missed that catch, it would have been in the boundary for 4. Well taken catch there.
Great catch, great catch. For a minute, I thought he dropped it.
Yeah.
I thought, but when he came down and I saw the players around him was smiling and laughing, and I realized the catch was taken.
Yes.
Who
yes.
took this catch there? Is it? It looks like Jimo from here. I'm not sure, but fine catch.
It was indeed.
Yeah, fine catch.
So the third wicket is fallen. And Pastor, you talk about a possession. There might be a possession, Pastor, of going back to the wicket and back quickly.
So over number 6, here is a bowler from the southern end. Full driven, made on, excuse me. Stopped by made on. So, as we told you, we had a late start today. It's a full moon. Ball, again pushed down to square. Oh, this is point, excuse me. Cover point. The fielder from Gully run around, pick it up. So, here we go again. Bowls. Again, good ball on stump. And the batsman waited, slower delivery, and push it to what is almost a very short cover for the left-hander point cover, extra cover. Worked down to where a short leg would have been, and the man at mid-wicket just shot mid-wicket, just dash around and pick it up. So the batsman named
Sabinus.
Sabinus is doing well.
Yeah, very well.
He's taking his time. This is over number 6 of the power play.
Yeah.
Give you the score in a while. Comes in from the southern end. And push. Very good ball.
Yeah.
Millet is keeping it on stumps. And there's going to be a short conference between the two batsmen.
Yeah, indeed.
What should we do? What do you think they are saying to each other? Take your time or
take your
play some
time.
more shot?
Place it in the gaps. Try to rotate the score. Yes, all these are good advice if that's what was said. Yeah.
Well, he comes in again from the southern end.
Yeah.
Again, on the back foot.
Yeah.
Push it. Square of the wicket. Picked up there at the end of the 6th over.
Yeah, it looks like that was a maiden over, Pastor.
It was a maiden over, maiden wicket. No, it was a maiden over. And the
Yeah.
score
Remains on 13
13
for free.
After the 6th over.
Yes. They are keeping the Mon Repos batters at bay. They are also restricting them from hitting apart from the 6 over square leg, they are just keeping the batters very quiet. Leo bowls to the new batter,
Push it.
Keon Gaston.
Again. Push it to mid-off, shot mid-off, and there are a lot of shot fielders today. Everybody is in. They are allowed 2 men, well, not now, after 6 over. They can have as many as 5 fielders on the boundary now, but they're only 1 now.
Yes.
Slower delivery down the leg side. Oh, he tried to bowl a slower delivery, and the release took the ball down the leg side.
Yes.
And again, the umpire indicated he should reload and bowl it again. It's not a legal delivery.
Leo is so deceptive that one day he was bowling to me and he bowled a similar ball like that. I was expecting it to go over my head. It didn't go over, Pastor.
Leo that kept low, and the batsman had to play it well.
Yeah.
Bowling on the leg side is a no-no in cricket. It started, I'll give you a little history of bowling on the leg side, the negativism in it. It happened in England. I think it was in 76 or 74. I'm not too correct. Push, correct, the approved fashion, come forward. And England bowled to West Indies. Tony Gregg, and he set a leg side field and have Bob Womer. Here he comes in again. Bowls. Hit off the pad, thigh pad. Bob Womer to bowl into the leg stump to the West Indian. And that was very successful. Then when Clive Lloyd came out with his battery of fast bowlers, he set a leg side field and had the guys running and bowling the leg side field, and England couldn't score runs. From then on, they noticed the power of leg side bowling. Comes in, bowl, and push that just where the square leg umpire would be. And then they really took the leg side bowling later on, soon after that, they actually rule it out as negative bowling, negative cricket.
Okay.
Because really, when the ball is coming into your leg side,
Yeah.
you cannot do too much with it. Because remember, the ball is coming and you have this small piece of bat, and if you play wrong it, you can always miss.
Yeah.
However, when the field is placed for you, you don't have too many options.
All right. All right.
Outside your stump, you're full of options.
Yes.
You could swing, you can come back and cut, you can do everything. But that's your right side.
Yeah.
And let's say playing your leg side is the left side.
Yes.
That is right. The on-driving cricket is the most difficult shot to play. And I must say I like playing it.
Indeed, indeed, indeed.
Yeah, it is the most difficult shot. So that is why leg side bowling is deemed, I'll come back to that, comes in ball. Well, again, place it to what could be considered a short leg now. Yeah. So Millet is on the attack.
Yes.
So when the rulers of the game discovered the influence and the power of negative bowling, they decided to take it out of the game to make cricket more viewing friendly. This is push. This is push. So they took it from the game. And today you could see a man can bowl 6 balls into your leg stump there, and you can only work it down to leg side, you have a man there. Yes. You can work it square, you have a man there. You can pick it up and hit it one way. Yes. One place you can hit it, there. You cannot do too much of it. Okay. And that is pulled magnificently, one bounce into the boundary for 4. This guy must stay here and score some runs today because his team is really behind the 8th ball. I have not played pools. No. I don't understand the logics, but it is used frequently, and I understand that you're not doing too well when you're behind the 8th ball.
Okay, pass. Good. An observation here, we saw that Millet bowled 3 consecutive overs that were maidens. Okay. And this is the first scoring shot by Sabinas as he swings this one again. There's a man posted there. He just trot for another single, so the score moves on by 1 to 18.
Now, if you notice in the game so far, and I like to watch these things, what has Sabinas scored runs off is short ball. He's good at pulling the ball, so you don't bowl short to him. Right. Because all the runs he's scored is off short bowling. Yeah. So because the wicket is wet, the ball is holding up a little,
giving him more chance to hit to pull
down the leg side, and here goes the umpire. Like a happy eagle. Yeah. Pushing off a branch to take into flight. Yeah. Indicated it was a wide ball. So let's do it all over again. Right. So that is why today in the international game, not Test cricket. Not Test cricket.
No, it has not reached that level.
Is different. No. Yeah. But ODI and T20, that is pushed. It pushed this far away from him, and this young man seems to know what he's about. He's not taking any chances. 3 wickets down for just 19 runs in over number 7. So he's very careful. So the organizers of the game decided to take away leg side bowling. So anytime you pass, you can it can pass a shave. Yes. Off your leg stump. It's a wide. Considered a wide. Don't bowl it. Comes in bowl.
Another wide.
Side. Another wide.
Yeah.
That's the other thing about the T20 game. You stay there, you'll score runs. Even if it's not off your bat, you'll score off the wide. Because most bowlers do not handle staying on the off stump. Yeah.
And even when you put it on the off stump, if it is wide, you still benefit from it.
It's one. The ball is just pushed in the short leg area, and the fielder came from short square leg and pick it up.
So he's off the mark, Master.
He's off the mark, and that is commendable. Yeah. And I think I like the way he's playing. He's very watchful. Yeah. So that's the end of the 7th over. Good. That is the end of the 8th over, and the score is 21 for 3. I don't think Mon Repos should panic.
No, it's too early to panic. They are doing well under the conditions, and we know that it will soon be a new bowler coming to replace Leo and the other gentlemen who have been bowling very effectively. So let us wait to see the change bowlers if they can maintain it. If they can, then Mon Repos will be in trouble.
A Mon Repos fielder came on with a pair of gloves. I think he carried a message to the batsman, and I don't like to say that. I don't think it's time for this. It's too early. The conditions are too severe. Yeah. Comes into bowl, a lovely shot off the pad, but straight to the man at square leg there. He picked up, he dropped it, and then picked it up again, and he looked up to fire it back to the bowler's end or the keeper's end. The batsman was through the single. Nice shot.
Oh yes, 22 for
In
free.
any condition, the basics of the game must be played, must be considered.
Yeah.
If you have the basics of the game, in fact, in any sports and anything you do in this world, whether it's digging, drain or anything, once you stay with the basics, you will do well.
Indeed, Pras.
Ball, this is the shot, this is the aggression that the glove carrier indicated to the batsman that's needed. But that's not what's needed. You still have over 10 overs to be bowled.
Yeah.
And you don't know what is to come next. So I don't think that was a good message.
Yeah.
Full and he bowled him.
Played on.
He played a slower delivery.
Yes.
And it just we were just saying that he had to stay there, Sabinas. And a full slower delivery, he reached out for it.
Yes.
And by the time he connected, he dragged it onto his leg stump. The procession continued. 4 for 22 in over number 9.
Number 9. This is not a good good position to be in at this time. And Sabinas unfortunately went for that wide ball down on his offside, dragged that ball back onto his stump, and we see his demise. Millet is in a very good position this evening in the quarterfinals.
So Mon Repos will have to be careful. They would have to be sure that they bat the 20 overs.
Yes.
And at least try and score 80 runs. 4 runs and over here is not bad at all.
Yeah.
Steer in, try and get to 80. This is a score you could work with on this wicket now. So don't look for too much big hitting, but run.
Yeah.
Beaten outside the off stump, beautiful ball.
Yeah.
Wow, the tails are up. Millet is the defending champion.
Yes.
They've won this tournament twice. They are doing pretty well. That is hit straight past the bowler. That is going to be set. No. 4 runs.
Oh yes.
Just past the man down there. That's the first boundary. We've had 1-6 and 1-4. And that's a lovely shot.
Yeah.
I thought the man down there would stop it. But he got around. The ball went between his legs and to the rope for 4.
Yes. Some poor feeling there on the boundary area, made off area.
Okay. He comes back. Bowls. That is work again off his pad.
Beautiful shot.
Orthodoxly, but they're going for one and they decide against it. The return comes in. Yes. Well run. One more.
Yeah.
So this young man seems to be in good touch. The ball is flowing from his bat. He's timing it well.
He is.
Ball. Shot down the leg.
Okay.
He's played soft hands.
Indeed, yes.
Just a square. Just to the right of square leg. One more.
Yes. One more to the total. The score moves on to 28.
For 4?
For 4.
That's over number 9.
Yes.
Is it over? I think the umpire indicates it's over. So 9 overs complete and the score is 28 for 4. Well,
it would be good time to have a change of commentary.
And let me remind you that the game is brought to you tonight with the kind compliments of Eagle Freight Brokers and Services Limited.
Indeed.
For all your export and import needs. Call Mr. Jabatis at a price that you can afford.
Yeah.
He will meet your needs. Back to the cricket.
Yes. I will now hand over to another commentator.
Off the back foot. And
in the position of Brother Georgie. Brother George Tenbath. Let me get him.
Stop. Half stop. Again. Comes in. On the way. Balls. That is a yorker into the leg stump that he dig out. And the man again, a shot at wideish mid-on. That's not wideish mid-on there. Or pick it up. Comes in. Bowls. And that is forced just in the gap there. Down. The man chase it to a deeper mid-on position. And they get another single. 29 for 4 in over number 10. Well, that's not bad. The wicket columns is not good at all. 4 wickets. But 29 after in the 10th over. given the condition, it's not all bad. Ball, shot, and that is pulled. Cotton ball! Cotton ball! The procession continues. There is no need for these kinds of shots. There, 5. This is only over number 10. And I have noticed that the Mon Repos team did not do their homework or have not studied the playing conditions as they should. The shots that they are playing are not called for, and they should learn from Sabinus. Sabinus was doing well.
Very well.
Very well until he was outfoxed. But here we go again. Another wicket goes down, and there was no need for the charge.
Well, Pastor Morris,
Well, welcome,
I'm
Carol.
joining you at the commentary
Welcome, Carol.
position.
Yes.
Warm greetings to everyone out there who's looking at the game.
Comes in. And that is pulling the edge. Gonna be out caught. He goes. He goes. 6 wicket down. And I am telling you, the wicket is not so bad. I don't think the wicket is that bad.
I don't know. I can only assume that there's a level of urgency about the batting that has crept in, and the players are attempting shots that they really should not be looking to play. You know, that was a forcing shot. I think, as a captain, who just gave his wicket away there in a rather soft manner, and he certainly didn't, you know, at least take time to look at a few deliveries so that he could gauge the pace of the wicket, you know, and get a feel for how it's playing before he would attempt any. But that was an injudicious shot, I would say.
Yeah, and that was your first ball. He was facing his first delivery. Comes into ball. Outside the stump, played soft hands into where a short leg would have been. Another, that is the end of the 10th over, and the score at 29 for 6 after 10 overs, and Mon Repos is in trouble.
Big trouble. We know that the pitch is not in the best condition, P.S. Morris.
Yes.
And the batsmen, I was impressed with the way they started Mon Repos, that is.
Yes, that's right.
They took, especially, you know, Sabinus, he was really taking his time to look at what the pitch was doing, as was his partner at the time. But unfortunately, he got out in a very unfortunate manner. He pulled it from maybe around off stump onto his stumps, trying to turn it onto the leg side. You know, but this is a game of cricket. Let's wait for this delivery.
That is push, an orthodox style, bat and pad close together to shot mid-off. And it's picked up by the fielder there, lone fielder. There are no fielders on the boundary on the offside of the field. Comes it, ball. That is pushed off the pad again, beautiful. There's a single there. And the
on-drive.
Good cricket shot, good return.
Good cricket all round.
Good cricket all round.
He has played some really attractive strokes.
That's right.
Is that Keon?
I'm not sure.
Keon Gaston from Mon Repos,
Yes, Keon,
He's played some really attractive on-drives. I've been watching before I came into the commentary position.
Very well.
And I must say, you know, he looks quite competent, and his shape is excellent as he plays those shots.
So here we are again. Bowler down the leg side, and here comes the extended arm of the umpire. So I think Mon Repos has missed the deal, and they have gone into. It's just 10 overs bowled, and you have 6 wickets in the hut. They should have spent more time playing, running. A lot of West Indian cricketers don't think 1 adds and 2 adds. It's like only 6 and 4s. The real game, you have to run between the wickets.
One has to say that I believe the conditions are getting to them, and they're not doing what is.
In for the mighty shot, the ball cannon onto his pad. It was in the hole. It was in the spot for a heavy shot.
Yeah.
And the left-hander, he misses.
It was a wild shot, you know, no control.
Comes in.
Airy-fairy.
Down the leg side of the thigh pad.
That comes off. Oh, that comes off his
The
thigh
pad,
pad.
comes off the pad, thigh pad, and there's no run.
Millet has been very good in the field in terms of the over rate. That's excellent going. And it's because of the late start.
Another
my.
slower delivery, like the one that got Sabinas. Another delivery that dropped into the block hole. Millet defeated Mon Repos in the knockout tournament, I think with 9 guys. Yeah, 9 guys, yeah.
Okay.
Balls. That is hit down to the man at third man. That's going to go for 4.
Oh yes, that's gonna bisect the two fielders, one at long off and one at mid wicket. That was hit very, very hard by the left-handed batsman. I'm not sure what his name is. Mario is his name, and he looked quite capable playing that shot, P.S. Morris.
Yes, very, very fine shot. Again, ball more or less in middle and leg stump, and he worked that full ball beautifully. So that was a very fine shot. And what you notice, the fielders having a hard time covering ground on the wet outfield.
Yeah, they have to move about rather gingerly because you know you don't want to be going full pelt and slip in these slippery conditions because you know the important thing here is to avoid injuries. So
10
it's going to be rather tricky.
10 overs completed, 35 for 6, over number 11. Again, nice cricket shot. Came to the pitch, and when he got there, push it to the man at mid-on. Very nice. I'm very much impressed with the batting skill of the young man.
Yes, Keon is an under-19 player. I believe he still is.
He seems to be in so much control, and his skill sets are so well arranged. He handles this very good. Comes in both down the leg side, and here comes the umpire.
Keon was voted emerging player of the Dream 11 tournament in the inaugural edition in 2020. So you know he's definitely a cricketer and that name to look out for in the future.
That's it. That is pushed through the vacant mid-on position.
Mid-off?
Down mid-on position. Mid-off position and down to long. One more. What troubles me, Carol, is the number of young cricketers that leave our high schools and our club system is really not picking them up. This is another fine talent. Both wide slash and the umpire signal. Another wide, and the score goes up to 38, that is, in over number 11 for 6. What would you say to these two batsmen? You are the captain now.
Well, you know, play each ball on merit.
Back and across.
Cricket is always about playing each ball on merit.
That's right. There will be a time when you are given the permission to swing wide. But right now, it's repairing the job, repairing the damage that is done. And the batsman, you are the one in, it's your responsibility. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. Ball, beaten outside your stump, beautiful ball. Oh, Millet has bowled some lovely deliveries this afternoon. The captain is making some change. Oh, he is pointing. He's sending the man at square leg, at point here, wider for the slash. Let's see what happens. Can he repeat this delivery? Bold. Down the legs. Came down. The batsman jumped down to hit it. There is no need for that again.
Yes, he sauntered down the wicket there even before that ball was delivered. So it like he made up his mind to charge the bowler before. You know, that was pretty much predetermined. But as I said, play each ball on merit. It's not time to take this.
Drop at the wicket.
That goes through to the wicket keeper. That is a chance put down by the wicket keeper. We would have expected him to hold on to that one.
Yeah. But the ball was low. It came to him very low. And he came down, but he was late. Yes. So he knocked it into the ground instead of catching the ball. Yes. But the end of the 11th over, the score is 39 for 6. The end of the 12th over, yeah, I thought so. End of the 12th over, the score is 39 for 6. I think Mon Repos can still get to 90.
Yes, a lot can happen in the remaining overs, P.S. Morris. Don't forget, these two batsmen at the wicket there, don't forget, given what we've seen, that, you know, they can up the ante at some given stage. The longer they stay in there, the better chance we have of them posting something in the region of 100 runs.
Yes, it can happen.
While we wait, we want to say special thanks to our live stream company, LNO Studios.
Yeah. Beaten us at the off stump, high action. This bowler comes in again. There's no venom in his speed. He gets up to the wicket and the shoulders roll over and he keeps it on length and line. This one kept low and the batsman dig it out. The battle is on and he keeps on putting this ball on the stump. The batsmen have to be careful. There's no need to take any chances whatsoever. After the stump, run down to the man at what would be a gully, deep gully, and thrown back. So very, very, very interesting cricket.
Yeah, the pitch seems to have held up as has the bowlers run up. The bowlers don't seem to be having any difficulty.
Yeah. Again, that one popped on him and he dropped the bottom hand.
Having to make some quick adjustments.
Yes, quick adjustments.
And the ball before that as well.
Very well
which he played. Very well played into the point gully region.
Yeah. Settles again the young man. With bowls. And for the flash outside the stump, that is short of a good length, should leave that go. Bring you more trouble than run.
Well, the reason for that is the pitch with the moisture in it is a little more bouncy, so the flat-batted shots have to be, on target. Otherwise, he risks not tipping it into the keeper's gloves.
Yeah, but when it's of a good length, it's always difficult. Always difficult to hammer. Comes in, down the leg side, work off his pad. There is single. No, I think it's off his pad and not his bat. You can tell when the ball is off the player's pad or bat at the speed at which it leaves the player. So the end of the 13th over, and the score goes up to 39 for 6. 7 overs left to be bowled.
Yes, and in 7 overs you can get 70. So if you add that, that's 100 runs. Yes, and again, special thanks to LNO Studios for covering us again tonight, the APL Eagle Fritz tournament. They've been doing a fantastic job, led by manager director himself, Mr. Lance Octave.
Yeah.
So special thanks to you, LNO Studios.
And the cricket is brought to you the kind compliments of Eagle Fritz for all the export.
In a moment, we will tell you about the sponsor, the main sponsor.
That ball was pitch up, and the batsman went down on one knee, hoping to whip that over backward square, which is vacant.
So special thanks also to the gold sponsor, I think we should call him, Mr. Leslie Jean-Baptiste of Eagle Fritz and Brokerage.
Yes, very, very helpful.
Has been doing a fantastic job
very helpful.
Providing support and sponsorship over the past 5 or 6 years, I believe.
Next ball comes it, and it's pushed to the man. Excuse me. That shot made off.
The batsmen have to be careful because the pitch is, you really cannot trust the bounce. So they have to be playing their shots pretty much late.
And be innovative.
Shot that's full.
And he straight to the man down there.
Doesn't time that very, very well. So succeeds in getting it on the bounce to deep mid-on.
He could have, if he had connect that the way he wanted, probably he would drop it in the lap of the fielder down there.
I'm wondering what guard is Keon Gaston batting on, whether it's a leg guard or a middle. I'm wondering, because he seems to be getting most of the deliveries on his legs.
Yes, probably he comes across. We'll have to look at that next time. That's a very good observation. Comes in and, well played, back and across and push it. And again, he hurried there at the last minute. So apparently he's not reading the pitch too well, or the ball is bouncing on him as the left-hander. He may be facing some challenges there. Comes in again, ball. Wide again, wide. 40. 41 for 6. And over number 14.
He went for an extravagant drive there, but I believe the ball kept very low there as well. And as you said, he's a bit jittery at the wicket. Oh, he mixed
down the track and hit it straight.
But that went straight back, tracer bullet into the bowler's body. He takes it on the body at some.
And when he plays this slash, he closes the face of the bat.
Yeah, but that one went straight back down the pitch. Yeah. That's short. Oh my goodness!
What a delivery!
And that had the batsman leaning and reeling backwards, taking evasive action.
Yeah.
And I dare say the bowler made a good comeback that time.
Very, very good comeback. Shot of a good limb, cutting back, and he was in a position. Apparently, this is a very bread and butter shot for him. But he's gone at it quite a few times and have missed on every occasion.
Well,
What happened to many batsmen when they try to play the shot and they miss it is because they're trying to hit the ball too hard.
Yes.
And sometimes in playing the shot, you close the fist of the bat. So when you close the fist of the bat, now the bat is not so, but the bat comes so. And it's very difficult. Sometimes when you get the ball, it just lops up for the wicketkeeper or somebody else to take it.
Is that a change of bowling?
Dwight?
Dwight Giddens is the new bowler. And they're all starting off from the same bowling mark from what I see here,
Yes.
P.S. Morris.
Yes.
Oh.
And that is a very good delivery, just shot of a good length. And it did not rise as the batsman expected, and he missed it. Yes, I noticed the Millet bowlers are all trained to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 steps.
Oh, what a
and
shot. He
waited for
slaps
it
that through the covers.
into
That
the
went
boundary.
rifling across the surface there to the boundary,
And
P.S.
it went
Morris.
well between the two players there, the two fielders there, into the boundary for 4.
The sound of that ball of the bat was music to my ears, Pastor Morris.
You've not heard too many of it. You've not had too many of it tonight. He comes in again. Shot. And
Oh,
then
who's
gone
that?
for 6.
And that was a shotgun sort of shot for 6. You know, he played that off the back foot. Off the back foot.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And right away, we into 51. 52 for 6.
So there we go, 10 runs and 2 deliveries.
Yes.
Keon Gaston is looking good this evening. I tell you, if they play the remaining overs, they can get to somewhere around 100 plus, and that might be the challenge for Millet to get there. In the meantime, the ball has gone amiss, and we're looking to get a replacement onto the field, which happens now. Plays held up just momentarily, not for too long. But they've done a good job of getting on with the game tonight, given the late start and trying to squeeze in the 20 overs.
Yeah.
So Giddens has gone for some runs in his first over. I think the field is being moved about, but that was a fantastic stroke.
Very fantastic. Comes in again. Outside of something that is
Oh,
run down
yes,
technically,
that's
almost like a late cut. Dabbed it down to third man. Just one. Just one. So the batsmen who've gone before him are now discovering it can be done. Just a little patient. The bowlers will make the mistake. The bad ball will always come, but you can only deal with it if you are standing out there. In the pavilion, you cannot get it, you cannot deal with it.
How do you like the field setting, P.S. Morris?
Let's see. Comes in again.
What a
Hit that
shot.
down the ground, but there's a man down there who's going to stop it, and just one more.
Yes. The field setting, for me, I would have wanted a squarer position. Well, Keon is on strike now. The constant left and right-hand batter at the wicket is proving to be a challenge as usual for the fielding team.
Comes in. Shot, and
Oh
that is
my
pulled
goodness, he
hard
pulls
and
that
high.
again.
That is going
He
to
just
go
swivels with that. Got into position in a flash. That was not pitched too short, you know, Pastor Morris.
No.
And he was able to step back, swing his left foot around to the leg side, and make excellent contact, and that was hoisted over backward of square. And again, we may have to replace this ball to get the game moving.
The ball
So
is back.
Keon Gaston is making it happen right now, Pastor Morris.
So I think Keon is breathing some fresh air into the game.
Absolutely.
He stopped the procession,
Yes.
and now he is scoring some runs. Two
He
very
attends
good
the
shots.
St. Lucia Sports Academy, actually. He's a
And
student
what
there.
we noticed of that bowler, I mean, his over came to an end, yeah? He was really tossing it up there and with no venom or whatever, and the length and line, it was just shot, it was waiting to be hit. And Keon had a fist of it.
Yes.
And so he
total.
propelled the score after 15 overs to 59 for 6. I think they were 23 for 6. So
New over. And that will be signaled. And that happens now wide. Is this a new bowler?
yeah, 60 comes up.
His name is, we'll get his name momentarily. That's short. And the batsman decided from before that ball was bowled that he was going to play back on his stumps.
Yes.
And that ball could have been pulled, but then who am I? A commentator at this point.
So he's
getting a word
That's
from
right.
Keon now. Play each ball on merit, I'm
That's
sure.
right.
I would wager is what is being told. Play each ball on merit. This one is full. Oh, that was a soft dismissal. And there he goes, heaving at that one, which was pitched up.
That was
And there was movement there, because
great
otherwise that thick edge wouldn't have happened. There would have been some movement. From our position, we couldn't really tell.
Yeah.
But I am guessing that he went for a tremendous heave at a ball pitched up and got a thick edge, and he only succeeded in lobbing it gently up for the slip, second slip,
Yeah.
to you know, catch in a very, you know, comfortable, you know, easy manner.
He's
That
been
was a
trying to
straightforward
do
catch.
this all inning. He's been trying to do it all inning. The batsman at the other end is batting well. Get a single and let him do the hitting. Stay there. But he insists on scoring runs too. And there are still 5 overs to be bowled. Still a long way. Still a long way from getting an end to this inning. And they're at 60 now. 60 for 7. So they could well be bowled out here.
Oh, that's a full toss that is hit. No, I don't think that's out.
Off the ground.
It pitched
I
before.
think it pitched.
It was taken on the body by the batsman at short mid on, and the bowler picks up the ricochet. So some excitement created by that, thinking it was a catch, but it did hit the ground first.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we have a dot delivery.
Balls.
Oh, that's a fantastic
flat,
stroke.
batted
Will he
straight to the
block
man at
that?
cow
Yes,
corner.
he does, at cow corner.
We'll pick it up. Toss it back. One more.
In a bit, we will tell you the name of the batsman who replaced the left-hander. That was a pretty good stroke.
Well bowled.
Keon plays forward, drops that in front of him, forward short leg.
16,
End of the over.
16 overs bowled, 61 for 7. Now, we have been seeing a little more runs coming on the board here. Keon has been playing some real good shots, and he's taking his chances. 16 overs completed. There are 4 overs left. He should just keep on playing. Remember that they are 7 wickets down. So after 7 wickets have fallen, there's not much left in the hut. So he would have to take control, take the strike, and get as many as he can with little risk. Because if he goes out here now, well, that means Mon Repos would be in trouble of batting off their 20 overs, and they don't want to do that. If you don't bat your 20 overs, you lose a lot. Comes into bowl. That is up the pad. I think he played right or wrong it. I'm not sure what the idea was there.
Yeah, he didn't look very sure there, and he's receiving some coaching, some advice from Keon, who runs up and must be saying to him, hey, look, man, you know, you decide early whether you want to come forward or you play back to the delivery. He was neither here nor there.
60,
Dead ball signal.
61.
In the meantime,
61 for
yeah,
7.
the score is moved to 61 for 7.
Yeah. Very, very.
16 overs
very,
completed.
Yeah.
Oh, will that be signaled no ball? He had to play that down from his hip, around that region, his hip region, through the slip area. It is fielded on the third man boundary on the cross 4-1.
Square leg had no problem with it, so it's a legal delivery. Beaten outside the off stump, faster delivery. Keon was looking to drive. The ball was through him. Before that
He
bat
was
came down.
looking to run it, I think, P.S. Morris, through the gully area or slips.
Well played. Somebody shouting, bat out the overs. Should have known that long before. But that's the plan. Keon has looked good all evening. It's looked like he's batting on a different wicket compared to his playmates, his teammates. Ball, full, push, mid-on, stops it, and it's a no ball. And the umpire signaled no ball, so that's going to be a free hit, and Keon would have the advantage of hitting and not get out. In cricket today, every no ball is a free hit, except test match, of course. Ball, and hey, good ball. It was there. Keon went for the mighty shot, got the bottom edge, and the ball was hit in the ground, and the ball rolled back to the bowler who picked it up.
I think he was outfoxed by the bowler there. He
Yes.
held that back a bit. He
Yes, he
dragged
did.
it down. So he went for that shot much too
Something.
early.
Shot that is played.
Gets up on his toes to force that through extra cover. And there's a mix-up and a run out. A run out, and well, fortunately, let's just say Keon is safe. Yeah, I think the batsman who was run out was sleeping on his bat, as we say in local parlance.
Yes.
So he will keep walking to the river's end, dugout, and his, who looks like, is that the captain coming to bat now?
Yes, I
It looks
think
like the
that
captain.
is- Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's coming in to replace the outgoing batter.
There was 2 runs there. The first run, you must run the first run fast. And that is just the basics of the game. You don't tiptoe the first run. Whether or not there is 1 or 2, you must run the first run hard.
And especially the stage of the game, you know,
Yes.
4 overs remaining, you need to capitalize on every opportunity to score runs.
When you run the first run hard, there's a misfield, you can come back for the second. But if you run the first run soft and there's a misfield, you can't come back. You can't pick up the momentum to get back, because the throw from the boundary can take a split second to get back to the wicketkeeper.
He's not ready, he settles again, the bowler aborts.
The new batsman.
Yeah, that's the captain. I think it's Francis, is his
Yeah.
name. Oh, he makes good contact. Will that go for maximum? Oh, no. It does not quite reach the boundary. Okay, and Keon was eager to come back, but he's been urged to remain at the striker's end. Okay, he's the one doing the scoring now. Oh, stroke, he makes good contact. Will it be caught? Oh, no. For a moment there, I thought he was going to clear
Yeah.
mid-wicket for maximum,
Yes,
but
mid-
didn't quite make it.
Yeah, I thought
So that will be four valuable runs.
so. 4 valuable.
Valuable runs at this stage. He signaled 6. I'm being
Did he
told
signal?
that 6 was signaled.
Let-
What did he signal?
What's the umpire
We
signal?
have to ascertain what the signal was.
Well, it has to go down 6, but it did not. From our advantage,
our vantage point, no.
point, it
So,
did drop inside the
yeah.
rope. That is played, well played, and they ran for 1 more. Just turn it off the leg into a leg slip area.
Yeah, so it was signal 6, but I believe from where we are standing, it appears to have fallen inside of the
Inside
rope.
the ropes, yeah.
Well, these
Clearly.
things will happen in
Yes.
the absence of
The television replay.
replay and third umpire.
Yeah.
Really not much can be done about that, and the game goes on.
Mighty swing outside of the off stand. The captain must realize that something good is happening at the other end, so he should just stay there. This is over number 17. Yeah, 3 overs after that. And that is hit in the air, but 1 bounce to the man down there. Cow corner. The ball is just tossed back to the bowler. Appears to wipe it in his green shirt,
Keon is back on strike, and let's see
and that's a good thing.
how he goes. Keon must bat through the 20 overs.
That's
Oh, that was a good ball, pitched up, but wide, unfortunately. So from side on, it looked really, really good in terms of the length.
Yeah, I thought so.
But we could not give you much as far as the line goes. But of course, the umpire is perfectly placed to judge it wide, and he does so. And he comes. That's short. Pushed through, and Keon forces it through mid-on. They run through for 1. And that's all there'll be.
The
End of the over.
of the 18th,
No, 17th.
18th,
17th.
18th over gone.
Okay, because I'm looking at a monitor. Maybe that needs to be adjusted.
So
The official statistician has informed us that it's 18 overs completed and it's
So-
75 for 8.
now, in 2 overs left, another 15 runs will take them up to 90. And 90 is a score you can't defend on this ground.
Well, I will project a score of 100, P.S. Morris,
Yeah.
with Keon still there.
Well,
They need to at least put 3 digits on the board to give them a sense of security, a sense of, psychological advantage.
Yeah.
3 digits is much more imposing than 2. Oh, through him. He knew nothing about it. The fielder in the covers, short cover. He's lucky not to have gotten hit by that ball.
I thought it went through his hands.
It went through his hands. He knew nothing about it. It was through him before he reacted.
Yeah,
That was a full-blooded shot there by Keon.
very good.
That went whistling to the boundary. Oh, and
beautiful shot.
he has to check his shot. That
Beautiful
was a
ball.
very good comeback by the bowler.
Very common.
Yorker length, and Keon had to do well to, come down and jam down on it. Make sure no damage is done to the furniture behind him. Bowler comes in, bowls now, and Keon goes for broke once more. Succeeds in a thick edge to mid-wicket region, and they cross for 1.
80?
And the
80
score
for
moves to 80 for 8. Good evening to you wherever you are, enjoying the cricket. We have done well to have cricket here tonight after some rain before the game. And that's short, and the batsman is looking to pull it to the leg side. It makes much more height than one would have imagined it would.
It would, yeah.
And so he does not make contact. Fortunately, maybe. Keon has a word with him, comes back. Batsman comes in and bowls. And that
did it
looks a
well.
much better shot.
Yes.
Keeping it out. The bowler has done a good job of keeping him quiet.
Very, very good cricket.
Comes in and bowls once more.
Oh,
And he looks to play that shot on the leg side. He does not make contact. Looks a little ungainly in trying to execute that shot. He takes it on the thigh. End of the over. The score remains on 80 for 8 with 1 over to go.
after 19. So Keon must face most of the bowling. The captain faced too many deliveries. It would do him and his team better to try and get back to ball and run to the other end. The other end is his safe zone. He has to get out of the line of fire because there is a man who is there who is doing a great job at scoring runs. So he should have given him the strike. However, Keon has the strike, and this is the 20th over.
And all that matters. That's
the
all
score
that
is
matters.
80.
The right batsman is
He must get
facing.
as many as possible.
Oh, he was late on that one, Pastor Morris.
Very late.
So Keon is doing the right thing, looking to score runs. However, deft bowling is always very important, P.S. Morris. That's shot, and that will go. That goes sailing over cow corner.
Yes.
Clears the fence by a distance into the trees in the back there. And we'll have to go ball fishing.
Yes. Very, very good shot again. And Keon, you give him an opportunity, he'll take it.
That takes the score to 86.
And the ball, that ball was shot from the bowler, and there was no pace on it, and he just stood up, waited, and hit it where he wanted to.
So he comes in again. I think it's a third delivery. Oh, and he gets an edge, and it goes racing behind him to third man.
That's former.
Oh, there's a fielder down there. Oh, yes.
No,
So,
that is a Mon Repos fielder.
so, yes, that actually is a boundary. So they will take any form of runs in whatever fashion that it comes. And that will go down to cow cover for what looks like six once more. And Keon is on fire now. And he's taking Mon Repos to 96 with what, 2 deliveries remaining? That's an excellent over.
That
for
could
Mon
be a
Repos.
dreadful over for Millet. They have had the game right through until the 19th over. That can just shift everything. Too many times we've seen teams leave the field with the momentum and carry it back.
Oh, and that goal. Is that going to clear the boundary? Oh, I'm not sure what happened. Okay, he drops it.
He dropped it, yeah.
And Keon goes through for 1, but
for 2.
He didn't make, oh, they made, oh yes, they did succeed in getting 2. So that takes the score to 98. 3 digits loom, P.S. Morris.
Yes, 3.
And he made contact, but I guess it was high on the bat. Cross-batted shot, high on the bat.
Yeah.
And the timing was not that great, but the important thing is that he got 2 more runs for his team.
Very interesting over.
I think we're 1 ball away from ending the 20th over. Some time taken to place the field. And he hits that one. That's a thumping shot. Okay, and he succeeds in blocking. Okay, are we going to see a run out? And they do complete. And they do achieve 3 digits.
Yes, I did not see that. I did not see that. And you said that.
I called it.
And I'm happy to know that at last over, how many runs came off that? 20 runs?
Yes.
Yes, about 20.
Was it 20? They were 80.
80
for
20 runs came off that
19.
last over. So that may just be the turning point of the game.
And
so
Keon also, I'm told, so congratulations. That was an excellent half century by Keon.
Yes.
And he gets applause from his teammates as he rejoins them in the dugout. And that's a fighting total by Mon Repos after a rather uncertain start, losing wickets regularly. Sabinas didn't get going tonight.
No.
And, you know, in tricky conditions. So Millet will need to compose themselves and come back with a good response.
Apart from the 20th over, Millet totally dominated the game. But however, giving away 20 runs in the 20th over means that Millet has a chance. And that is the interesting thing. Millet has a chance.
And we had a fantastic performance here by the fielding team in completing their 20 overs in 1 hour and 10 minutes. In the meantime, sure. And we have with us the man of the hour, Keon Gaston of the Mon Repos team. So Keon, will you tell us what your experience was like tonight, batting out there in those conditions?
Well, for me it was a bit difficult. So I just try to just strike as much as possible and try to just stay in because I saw that a lot of wickets was falling around me.
And I must congratulate you, Keon. You achieved 2 milestones there. Your half century in that last delivery, your half century, and also bringing your team to 3 digits, which is 100.
Yeah,
how do you feel about that?
I feel great that I stayed there. I took ownership because I saw that a lot of wickets were falling,
had
so
gone down,
I
yes.
had to stay there and just reconcile.
Okay. What do you think? Is Millet able to chase that down? What chances do you give them? You will be bowling tonight,
slim.
right?
It will be a slim chance for them to win.
Slim chance.
Yes, because
And
our bowling is very strong.
You'll be okay. You guys have the bowling.
Yeah.
It's amazing that we have cricket here tonight. How do you feel that finally we were able to get this game off tonight?
Well,
it's an important quarterfinal.
It's good. Like we pushed this game back for way too long, so I think that it's good we're going to play tonight.
Okay, wonderful. Well, with that, thank you very much for your time,
Yeah.
and enjoy the rest. Wish you good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
In the chase. Okay, so while we wait for Millet to prepare themselves, we welcome Mr. Charles back to the commentary position. Yeah. And Mr. Charlo, how do you see things shaping up for the second half?
This was a good comeback by the Mon Repos team. They were on the back foot, they were pegged back, and we saw a scintillating innings there by the young Keon, who rescued, so to speak, the Mon Repos team from the meager total that they would have, and they have posted the free figures on the board. That's commendable.
Thank you. And do you think Millet has any chance of chasing that down tonight?
Yeah, Millet has a good chance. But you see, runs on the board, 100 on the board there, is putting Mon Repos on a very good footing, going to defend, being able to defend that total that they have on the board. I noticed that young Keon is not only a capable batter, but he's also a very good bowler.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I mentioned earlier that he was adjudged emerging player in the Dream 11 tournament in 2020.
You see? So,
Yes,
with he taking the on strike as a bowler, and with Sabinas and the likes around him, Millet will have a hard time overhauling 100 runs tonight.
Yes, and especially in those conditions, because remember, the middle part of the pitch is a bit suspect. We did have some covers at the two stumps.
Yeah.
And fortunately, we can have cricket. But Millet would be psychologically disadvantaged at the moment, knowing that they have to chase three figures down.
Yes. And so we have seen here that the Mon Repos team that are the spirits are buoyed up as they have gone on the field there even before the umpires are there. They are eager to have the first ball bowled and to see the cricket going on. The two umpires now are going to their positions. Umpire Eriste and umpire Karu, they are taking the stand, and Mr. Carroll, I noticed that these two umpires in the past they have maintained the professional spirit that they have been with which they are officiating.
Oh,
and
yes.
We need to commend them.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
They must be given their just due, which is they've done a fantastic job. All in all, it's never a perfect game. There will be situations where, for example, there was a shot played by, I believe, was it?
Keon?
I can't remember who it was, over there to Cow Corner.
Yes.
And it was signaled 6, but I believe it fell just within the boundary.
Okay.
But these things will always happen in the absence of,
technology.
the facilities and technology that you need to make the right decisions. And they've done a fantastic job.
Yes.
We haven't seen any controversy or any dispute or anything like that so far. So yes, I'm agreeing with you 100%.
And the signal is coming that they are ready to start. The first ball is about to be bowled, and it is being bowled from the northern end of the field. It looks like a left arm spinner.
Dikej is bowling.
Dikej.
Henry. Oh, and that pitch is rather, it's not a shot by any stretch of the imagination, a short ball, and it reared up on him and surprised him. It caught him somewhere just above his waistline, I believe.
Yes, in that area there.
Yes, so it's a tricky pitch to bat on. Very tricky.
So the batter who is on strike there is young Scotty. He's there and he's...
Oh my goodness, and that's just out of reach of the slipper. And that was a very casually played. He is looking a bit unsure, the batter, and he offered a catch. That was like catch in practice.
Indeed. He hung the bat on the offside of the field. The ball is there traveling. He hung the bat. The ball hit the bat and lobbed gently to the right of the field at gully. And he was not able to grasp it. The ball went to Ferdman and no run was taken. They did not capitalize on that.
Yes, Millet have not really settled into their work at the moment. So momentum is with Mon Repos, and they're making use of it.
Indeed.
Here comes and bowls. And again, they do not cross for the single. And to the dismay of the supporters of Millet, they do not go through, and it's as if Millet they're not sure what what the plan is. There doesn't seem to be a forthright or decisiveness in the running between the wicket.
Indeed. Here Scott bowling a wide ball on the offside of the field, and keeper. The name?
Dikej Henry is the bowler.
Dikej. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful name. Nice name. It rings so well, melodiously in my ear. Decage. Wow. Another wide ball down the leg side of the field now. So he's very erratic in his bowling. After the Millet team are looking like they are nervous at the wicket there, especially the non-striker. He does not know when to take a single. Here comes Decage, and he plays it nicely. There's a man in the way who falls in the process, but prevents the ball from passing him and denying the opportunity of a single. The score is on 2
Well,
without loss.
and it's 2 extras.
2 extras, yes.
So the batsmen, no runs of the batters yet.
Yeah.
They're very uncertain in the running.
The ball is played uppish, just short of the player.
And most of his shots have been pretty much uppish. Mon Repos would have done well to have a little more attacking field.
Yes.
Who knows, a ball could have come to hand.
Straight to hand.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So end of the first over, it's 2 without loss and 2 extras, as we said. And not a very positive start by Millet at all.
No, indeed. Chasing 100 runs on that wicket might be very challenging. I'm not saying might again. Let me tell you, the might will be challenging for the Millet team. They had opportunities to score off the bat, but they were indecisive. Yeah,
Very
and
much
that
so.
caused them to remain at the stumps there. And the extras, they benefit from the extras that were bowled, 2 extras. Sabina is operating from the southern end of the field. He's bowling.
Opening the bowling tonight.
He's opening the bowling. It looks
Okay.
like from the get-go they want to put Millet under pressure.
Under pressure.
So Sabina's very wily bowler.
From the trajectory is going to be very low. Oh my goodness, was that an edge? And the umpire signals, okay,
Not out.
not out.
Yeah, not out.
Well, there seemed to have been some sort of a noise,
Yeah.
some excitement from the fielders at slip. In comes Sabinas. That's short, and he turns that rather nicely. And again, he sets off, but has to scamper back into his grounds because there's no run there.
Oh, there is a poor communication between the 2 batters. And a single could have been there in the making had the non-striker
Backed up.
well. And Oli Octave, correction. He seems to be in all kinds of trouble there as he tries to play the ball on the back foot. The ball is keeping very low. And he slaps this one. There's a man in the way, and they will take a single. Eventually, a run is coming from the bat. So
Yes, he was able to just push that one through to wide cover. Comes in off the boundary or within the 30-yard circle
yes.
to collect. That's short, and he takes advantage of that and pulls that through mid-wicket for 4.
Good shot. He
A
went on top
confident
of
stroke.
it. Yeah.
And that was a loose delivery though. That was pitched almost halfway down the
Yes.
the pitch, and he turned nicely and pulled it through mid-wicket, as we said, for 4 runs. So
Yes.
4 useful, valuable runs for Millet.
Indeed.
Oh my goodness, that will be signaled wide, I believe. And
Yes,
so
indeed.
yes, that was, he didn't seem to have control of this last delivery there, Sabinas. Lost control. Comes in again. Gets in behind that and plays it back down the pitch for Sabinas to retrieve.
Yes. So the
And
over has
that's
come to an
the
end.
end of the over.
At the end of the second over, the score is
The
on
score
8.
is 8 at the end of the second over.
Eight
They need
without
to be
loss.
going at. They need to be going at
5.
5, a minimum of 5.
Yeah.
So they're not in too much danger at the
Not
moment
yet.
yet. They need to just keep their heads, and Millet can pull this off. But it's a long way to go.
Indeed.
It's a long way to go.
It is still early, very early in the inning. Just 2 overs completed. Yeah, 18 more to come. And we see there's a change of bowler, is it? Oh, they seem to be rotating the balls. Yeah.
Yeah, is
This
that
one-
Decage? I believe that's Decage Henry.
Still
Is it?
Decage. Yeah. Decage.
Decage Henry will continue
Okay.
from the northern end, the river end. And Ollie Alexander is taking strike.
All right.
The field is being some last minute adjustments. In comes Decage. Oh, and Ollie got tangled up there.
Yeah.
He was shaping up to to take a heave at it, but it was nowhere near the line of the bat.
Yes.
The ball was on the leg side, so he was nowhere near that line. And this one is down the leg side, wide signal. So Dekej has given up another wide. I think we saw 2 wides in his first over.
Yes. And this is the third one. So he needs to be more accurate.
Okay, let's hope he does that. So he comes in now. Oh my goodness, that is cut away or sliced away through gully and retrieved by a wide third man.
Yeah.
And they go through for 1.
Yes. They're scoring double figures, now.
Yeah, they move to 10. And in comes Dekej once more to, oh, that stays low. And they signal wide. So the variation or the unpredictability of the pitch is on evidence, is on show right now. That was nowhere, near what you expected it, the bounce to be.
Yes.
It was very low. And that's an excellent delivery once more.
Yeah.
And they're appealing for a catch behind, but the umpire is not interested.
Yeah, he remains resolute, unmoved, as the call went up. The player, the keeper, the bowler, and the slips field men, along with those nearby, they were in very
Okay.
Scotty getting a full ball on his pads, plays at it well, but there's a man in the way as he denies him an opportunity of scoring. 11 for without loss. Another good delivery in the block hole, and Scotty had no other choice but to play it back along the pitch. The man shot mid on, collect, no run.
And Scotty seems to have settled into looking a little more comfortable at the wicket now. Oh, and he attempts to cross bat this one, which is shorter on the offside, but it does not go very far and is retrieved by Dekej, the bowler. And so the score remains on 11 after over number 3.
Yeah,
so, Comrade Chalo, do you think that with Millet not having lost any, they've lost?
No.
They've not lost any wickets yet. I would say that they've done a good job so far.
Indeed, they have.
They haven't fallen too far back
Yes.
from the run rate, but they need to keep up with it.
Yeah. So they have wicket in hand.
Yes. Oh my goodness!
Wonderful
That
catch.
is an unbelievable catch by Sabinas. He simply reached up and plucked that out of the air. It was traveling like a tracer bullet.
It was, indeed.
And I don't know how he managed to keep that within his grasp, but that was unbelievable.
Oh boy.
I believe, if I can describe it, Ollie Alexander thought he was going to get a boundary for that.
Yeah.
Ollie Octave, I'm sorry. And he hit that with quite some force.
Yes.
It was traveling back at Sabinas. He was instinctive in simply reaching out and plucking it up. Was it 100? I think I saw it was 100.
No, 200.
200 catch.
And
Don't have replay.
and Sabinas is not that tall.
He is diminutive.
He was able to jump in the process with both hands, grasp it, and then he sprinted.
Yes,
when he saw that the ball was in his grasp, he sprinted off the pitch, and before he reached the boundary, he dropped the ball. He dropped the ball to indicate that it was a legal catch. Wow! So we have seen 2 beautiful catches.
Yes.
One in the first innings, and now that one in the second innings. Good quality cricket. Good quality cricket.
So the score is 11 for 2 and 0 for 1. I'm sorry.
The first wicket.
And that's only the first wicket down.
Yeah.
And Sabina says, oh, that is an edge that goes racing down to the boundary at third man.
Yeah.
Umpire signals now. I don't know if the wicketkeeper had any chance of cutting that off.
Although he attempted.
Yes.
Yes.
But Sabinas is pushing the ball through.
Yeah.
So there was quite a bit of pace on that.
Yes.
And with that kind of field, you need to have somebody at fine leg, at
the delivery.
Yes, they need to have, with him pushing the ball through like that, the fielder needs to be a bit finer
Yeah.
for that edge. So Sabinas will come back again to the new batter. Oh, that will be a wide. And he's really pushing it through now, those
Indeed,
deliveries.
Indeed, he's boy with that fall of the wicket, and he is steaming up with a lot of energy and enthusiasm as he comes to deliver ball by ball. Here he comes. Go to the left hander. He a slow delivery. He deceived there in the flight of the ball. He waited. He took the outer part of the bat, went on the onside, and all the fielders are very excited as they are encouraging Sabinas to. That's the faster ball on the wrap on the pad. As he tried to flick it, doesn't make contact. Very good over there.
Very good. The batsman is under pressure. He's really being dominated there by Sabinas.
Yes.
Remember, he's really skiddy because of his height. So the trajectory is very low. The ball will skid through. Oh, is that going to be caught?
Yes,
oh my
caught.
gosh, it is!
Yes.
Off the keeper. So it was a two-man catch. The keeper couldn't hold on.
Yes.
And it went ballooning behind him, only to be collected safely by
yes.
Is that a short final third man?
Third man.
Short third man.
Wow.
Well, the batsman is back on his way back to the dugout.
Yes.
He hasn't done much damage. I don't know if he got off the mark. I don't think
He's
so.
got a 4.
Oh, that was him.
The nick.
Oh, that was the nick,
Yeah,
the
nick
edge.
down to third man.
And the captain, I believe, is who's coming into bat for
Yes.
Millet. Is that the captain?
Mervyn Charles.
Mervyn
yes.
Charles, brother of the well-known Johnson Charles.
Not really a
Is
brother.
he? He's not a brother?
Yeah, he's that's my nephew.
Oh, okay, that's another Charles.
Yeah, another
well, not so many Charleses.
Yeah.
Okay, my apologies, Johnson Charles.
Good.
But yes, he is a very solid player.
Indeed, he can put the innings together.
His very presence is solid. So when he bats, he's also going to be batting in a very solid manner as well.
Yes. Wow, he's coming at a crucial time.
To add some impetus and
Yes.
stability to his team's performance.
Team. Yeah.
The response.
And he's in an ideal position, being the captain, and to add stability, as you said, and to have some reconstruction done to the condition in which his team is now in, almost in a precarious position. But he's now tapping at the crease. He's the non-striker. Yeah. The fifth over, is it the fifth over?
Yeah, we have a new bowler. He walks in rather carefree manner and delivers a wide.
Yes.
Well, carefree and wide.
Yes, indeed. Shem is the one.
Is
Shem Alexander.
Shem
yes.
Alexander.
Pardon?
Shem Peter.
Shem Peters.
Shem Peter, one of the Peters.
Yes.
And he walks in again and delivers that. He's pushing the ball through. And I think we can put that down to the run-up, the condition of the run-up.
Yeah.
Not many of the bowlers have taken any more than, let's say, 10 paces.
Yes. Indeed.
He's walking in again. And some of the fans are expressing dismay at that. That's turned through mid-wicket. Will that go to the boundary?
It reached close to the boundary. It
And
passes.
it does. That's a good shot.
Yeah.
The timing on that was excellent. There's no fielder over there at mid-wicket. So he had miles of expansive real estate there.
Yeah.
Waiting for him to make use of, and he did do that. And he jumps back and gets in behind that one, the line of that one.
Yeah.
So we are 21-4-2 in over number.
That's number 6.
Number 6.
Number 5. Number 5. Sorry.
Number 5. Power play is still on. Oh my, that was a very good ball.
Yeah.
The batsman didn't know much.
I must say, I'm hearing from the spectators' point of view, they want the ICC to inspect the bowling action of Shem, but that is allowed in the APL. And he bowled another wide. Is it a wide? No, not a wide delivery. He allows it to go through. Umpire is looking at it as a legal ball into the gloves of the keeper. The score remains on 21.
Well, the excitement is about the bowling action that we are
Yes.
seeing there right now. I'm not sure that there is necessarily a problem with the bowling action, Pastor Mr. Charlo,
Yeah.
because he is pushing the ball through does not mean that it's illegal.
Yes. If it might not be 100% legal, it might not be 100% legal, and we see here that the, the the umpire is now speaking with him, and he might be allowed to instead of pushing it like a medium pacer, he might the best advice that he might be given tonight there is to toss the ball up, flight it, and that it might be more legal for him to do that and acceptable. Yeah.
Well, I see a conversation going on between Sabinas and the umpire. I'm wondering what that's about. But I think a lot can be said about what just transpired there. In my own view, the bowling, I'm not sure that we can call it illegal.
Okay.
Because there's a certain, let's wait for this delivery. Yeah, because, you know, how do you arrive at determining if a bowler's action is illegal?
Okay.
That's a very important question.
The rotation of the arm is one.
And the degree,
Yes.
the degree at which the arm is cocked.
Right. And I'm not sure if we can measure that degree with the facilities that we have.
With our
naked eye.
naked eye,
Yeah. Sabinas is making some adjustment to his field. Mon Repos is putting pressure on Millet, 21 for free.
For two.
22 for two?
Yes.
Okay, 2 wickets. Moving is playing it on the back foot as he is wrapped on the pads, and Doyle, who is feeling very close, collects. Moving is equal to it this time. A good delivery there by Sabinas, and has Moving playing a quick shot as the ball is fired into him, and he went and just allowed the bat to just a dead bat. The ball ricochet. The similar shot. He wants a single. No, but there's a man short. He can't get a single. Moving is trying to consolidate, and he is defying Sabinas from getting his wicket. Here is he tapping at the crease. And he slaps this one, took the inner portion of the bat, and rolls back to Sabinas, who allows it to pass to get through one of his bowlers. Moving is defiant, and he might be playing an inning there that he will remember for a long time. But Sabinas has other ideas. He is eager to bowl, and he was coming to bowl, and he had to realize that the batter is not ready. Went back to his bowling back. A short delivery, and Moving is hitting hard and high over square leg, looking short over the fence there, Carol. Playing an inning there that he will remember for a long time. But Sabinas has other ideas. He is eager to bowl, and he was coming to bowl, and he had to realize.
4 deliveries with those dots, firing the ball in, and Moving actually had to back off at one stage to face up because he was being rushed by Sabinas. And then the trick ball.
Yes.
The trick ball went all wrong because that was supposed to be a slower delivery.
Indeed.
He just got it all wrong, and then he paid the heavy price. It went for 6.
Yes. So it's a free hit now to Moving. Let's see what Moving will do. He
my
at
goodness.
this one there.
That has been fired in.
Yes, that was the fastest ball of the inning so far. Yeah.
I believe it might have well been.
Yes. So very interestingly, 27 for 2. Sorry. At the end of over number
28.
28.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Small correction.
28. Oh yeah, there was the free.
Yes.
No ball.
The no ball.
28 for free.
And so it's a very interesting, entertaining match, I must say.
Yes.
Everything is happening here.
Very good.
Everything is happening here.
All right. It's opportune time now for me to hand over to another commentator, and that person is Pastor Morris. Pastor Morris, come back to bring commentary to the saints, to the people, to the world.
Yes, pretty interesting game. A lot is happening. I hate to see after the hard work is done, you bowl a no ball, or it really takes away from you and your team.
Well, it's an interesting period because we have
his first over.
The bowler before Sabinas, who was spoken to, I believe, by the umpire about his bowling, is now
Yeah.
back on. So let's see what happens.
Here he comes. Oh, bitness
And
idea,
an
son.
appeal for a catch behind. That was a very good ball. He pitched it short of a good length. It had some pace on it. It reared up off the pitch. The batsman didn't know much, and the keeper collected.
But why
There
did he
is-
throw the ball in the previous over if he can bowl so good?
Well, I'm not sure he was throwing the ball, P.S. Morris.
Yeah,
Honestly,
in
I
my
wasn't.
opinion, I think he was.
Okay, so we'll agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go again. He's bowled a wide delivery, and there's quite some stir in the dugout because the fans of the Millet crew, Millet team, are not happy with the bowling action. But
It's back to it again.
is this signaled wide? Now that particular delivery, to me, was suspect.
Yeah, it is.
That particular
It is.
one, the one that we
It
just
was.
saw.
It was, most definitely it
Yeah.
was. And I noticed it. And he must do better than that.
He comes in again. That's better. And
down
that's
the line.
wide. One more wide. His bowling action was better this time around, P.S. Morris. Are you
Yeah, a
satisfied?
little better, yeah, a little better.
A little better.
yeah.
I don't think you're very much
But
satisfied.
when he's doing it right, he's going down the leg side.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Well,
notice that's three
a
consecutive
problem he
wides.
has to fix.
Yeah.
I think the bowler is losing his composure now. He needs to concentrate on what he has to do for his team. That's what's important. That's much better. Pitches it up,
Yeah.
and it is played out to forward short leg
That's more made off.
or mid off, or
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
cover, short cover.
Yeah. Down
And
the leg
that's a
side.
wide. This will be wide number 3,
Or 4.
number 4. Correction.
Yeah.
Yes, so he's lost his composure, the bowler, and I think the whole question of the bowling action has gotten to him. So it's now in the mind. Comes in again. Okay, he's still on
In-
or about
that's right,
middle
leg,
and leg. Fortunately,
Leg and
yeah.
just outside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Not
So it takes the batsman on his front pad or his front leg because he doesn't have pads on.
So that is going to be a long over.
It is already a long one. Oh yes, he guides that through to wide third man, and they go through for 1. Shem is being urged along by his colleagues, his teammates. He's being given some psychological support there, and he needs that.
If
When,
he-
when one of your players is down or not performing well, you need to support them and encourage them, not berate them or bash them.
Yeah, that's right. That does not help a bit.
Oh, will that go to hand? Oh, that's a fantastic stop there. Will there be a run out? Oh yes, there will be. The captain is in trouble.
It
Has
looked
he been
close-
given out?
It looked close to me.
Has he been is down or not performing well? You need to support them and encourage them, not berate them or bash them.
Yeah, that's right. Leg decision.
And
The square leg
let's see,
is coming
the
to the
umpires are coming together, but then square leg is not in the picture.
No.
So I'm not sure that square leg cannot judge.
Yeah.
I don't know that square leg cannot judge.
I think it was close, and it was the ruling umpire's end.
That looked
and,
very close.
And he should make a decision. In fact, he has made a decision. It's not out.
Yes, and oh yes,
Hey.
it's been given out. I think that's the right decision, P.S. Morris. From our vantage point here, I don't think he had made his ground yet. So, umpire has given a very delayed decision of out, and that has created some controversy. I'm not sure what the holdup was in terms of giving the decision, and they need to bring some order and discipline back to the game.
I think
The
they are
umpires seem to have
questioning.
lost control of the game there
They
right
are
now.
questioning the logics of the square leg umpire coming over to give the final decision. The standing umpire, that was his decision.
Yes.
How
you're
did the
correct.
square leg came? If he wanted any help, he could have gone to the square leg. But really, it's not the square leg end.
It's not a, yeah, I would agree with you, P.S.
Yeah, it's not the
Morris.
square leg end.
So, yes, the officiating, I'm afraid, has taken a bit of a turn.
Yeah.
And these things will happen in the sport.
Yeah.
And everybody is getting into it now. The players are getting into it. My question would be, what was the hold-up with the decision in the first place?
Because if you notice,
the standard...
he reversed the decision. So his decision was not out. Because he went
Oh,
this
yes,
way and then
that
he
is
did this,
quite correct,
which
yes.
means he reversed his decision,
reversed it and gave
which
it out.
was a not out.
Yes.
So upon
Oh.
consultation with the square leg umpire, he decided to give it out. So
my.
we are back off the pad.
Yeah,
No run?
No run. Well, we've had a bit of dubious excitement.
So the end of the 7th or 8th over. The end of the 7th over, the score is 33 for 3, or for 4. 33 for 3. The captain was given out, run out, and that brought a little discrepancy, but I think we are back and running.
Yes, and I must say, P.S. Morris, the spirit of the game is what is important here. So at the end of the day, no matter what the decision is, we all need to respect the umpire's decision.
Yeah. From here it looked close. From here it did look close. But it happened right before the standing umpire. And so he was supposed to have made the ruling. He did make the ruling, but the square leg from his position felt he had a better view, and he helped him make the decision that the man was out.
Well, lots of discussion, lots of, conversation. Everybody has an opinion. It's out, it's not out.
Comes in balls.
Oh,
that's pop up.
That is a very...
That's off the elbow, though.
Uncertain shot. I think we can put this conversation. Everybody has an opinion. It's out, it's not. The bounce in the pitch and the vagaries of the pitch. Here comes the bowler once more. That shot making height.
Run it
and
down.
He gets bat on it. Did he get bat on it?
Yes,
yes, apparently, because he ran through for 1. And no less, the captain himself is who was involved, the Millet captain. Yeah. And he needs to remember the spirit of the game. Once the umpire says you're out, you're out.
Yeah.
And that's making height outside the off stump, and it is a wide.
Wide, yeah.
Well, going back to that same, I don't want to beat a dead horse,
It's not a dead horse.
From where I stood, I felt that it was out. Then we have other people who feel that it was not out.
Yeah.
Well, we just agree that it was close.
Yeah. Shot pole, that is going to be caught.
And is he going to be caught? Oh my goodness, that's a fantastic shot there by the fielder in the deep.
He stopped.
That fielder, oh my goodness, is that the captain?
No. Is that the captain?
It is the captain.
Yeah. Because he
Francis
stopped and then
he caught it low down on the run.
He stopped.
Yeah.
When he started moving up towards the ball, then he stopped and then he moved again and he got it almost ankle height.
Well, I would not have thought that he would hold on to that. Oh my goodness, is that?
Yeah. So the discussion around the field will continue, and it will continue for some time. There is, in my opinion, a little error in judgment.
In judgment or
towards
in
the ball. Then he stopped.
The decision was handed on.
Yes, not well judgment. Yeah, the standing umpire ruled it was not out, and it should have been.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, we agree.
Yeah, it was right before him.
We agree.
Yeah. Comes in, and he left that fly.
That will be
a dead ball.
Umpire
when did the umpire signal?
Has not signaled.
The batsman pulled away. The bowler delivered the delivery. He did not. What is the umpire saying? It's a legal delivery?
Well, he did not.
Yeah.
The only other thing there is it is legal.
Ball?
That shot of a good length. They run through for a very good. That was well run.
Well run.
That was very well run by Millet.
More of that,
Yes.
35 for 4 over number 8, I think it is.
Is that 13 overs gone already?
No. 13, 80, 66 of 13 required.
Oh
That's
my
in the
goodness,
air.
he's hoisted that
Somebody's
to
gonna
the
take
leg
it.
side.
No,
There's
no, no,
nobody
it's-
there. It
it
might
goes-
go to the boundary, and it does
goes
now.
for 4.
After the second bounce over the boundary rope. So he had no protection over here on the backward of square region, just a little backward of square leg. And 4 very valuable runs. In comes the bowler once more. That's a much better delivery. Oh, that's going to be a wide. We cannot tell the line, I'm sorry, the line from our onside position. And while it looked very good in terms of the length, but it was offline. Wide signal.
Oh!
That is pushed through. And again, that's very good running. Very good running. The batsman at the other end is backing up very well. And they complete 2 because there were some overthrows. Some sloppiness in the field there by Mon Repos. Are they running through for another one? And yes, they are. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Very
Manufactured
good running.
runs.
Yeah.
Manufactured runs, I call these.
Yeah.
That's how you put pressure on the fielding side.
Yes, yes. Very, very
Excellent
good
run.
and interesting running.
Yes.
So got them 3 runs when there was just 1. Yeah, 3 runs when there was just 1. So the score goes up to 44 for 4 at the end of the over number
7, I guess.
No, 8 or 9. End of over number 8.
8 completed. So they need, the equation here is to get 67 of 12 overs.
So the run rate is good.
Yeah, they need
After
5.
8,
They needed 5.
8, they had 44.
So now they need of 12 over 67. Somewhere around 6 and over will do. Or 5, thereabouts. Yeah, 5 and over, 5 runs per over. They're up with the rate.
Yeah, they're up with the rate.
To hit the target. So with only 4 wickets are down. So it's interestingly poised.
Very interestingly poised.
Yeah.
Now the captain has the ball, and he is going to be the 5th bowler. He's moving his field about. Let us see what can he bring to the table here. I think Millet can take it easy.
Oh my goodness.
So that is hit straight to the
Oh
man.
my goodness.
That's
Trouble.
6.
And that is hit rather
That is 6.
disdainfully. He came forward and then leaned backwards and just slapped it above the fielder there at deep extra cover.
50 comes up.
Yes.
So still 50
That's a very
to
good
go.
shot. It was dropped too short.
Yeah.
First delivery by Captain Francis was not a good one, I must say.
I
And he must realize he doesn't have the luxury of runs to play with. So he has to be tight on the
I
bowling.
have never considered the captain a bowler.
Are you surprised at him bringing himself on now, Pierce
Yes,
Morris?
I am
Okay.
very surprised.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you.
I am
Judging
very
on,
surprised,
but it's only the first
But
ball, so let's
wait and
see
Yeah,
what
that's
happens.
Right, that's right.
And the field placement is important as well.
Yeah. So he has to mean deep on the offside.
What an excellent comeback by Captain Francis.
Yes, yes.
And there we go. Lovely cricket, man.
And as
So
we were hinting, let's leave the over. Let's leave the overboard.
He has come back in no better way. There's only one way you can make the best comeback is to take a wicket. And he has done that for his team. So Millet lose wicket number 5. And
it's 50 for 5. Yeah, that's over number 9 being bowled.
yes. Yeah, so I believe what happened there is that he pitched it up and may have gotten some movement of the pitch. The batsman made no contact at all.
Millet is in the runnings here to make the same mistakes that Mon Repos did. Lose too many wickets within the 7th to 15th over. Now already 5 wickets are down, and if they lose 2 more wickets, that's going to be a lot of trouble. It is Jeff Boycott who said, if you think you're doing good, think of losing 2 quick wickets and see where you are. Whoa, mighty swing outside your stump and the wide. The wides are always there, always there. If you are patient, the wides are always there. So let's hope and let's see what happens. Comes up, ball, shot, and that, that
Oh
hit him
my
somewhere in
goodness.
the chest area. It was a shot ball. He should have waited and pulled this away.
It was rather slower than he expected, I guess, and was through the shot before the ball arrived.
Yes,
So he made a bit of a hash of it.
yes.
And Captain
Yes.
Francis lives to tell the story, comes back in once more. That is somebody's settling. Sabinas is going to catch it on the third attempt. Oh my goodness. And he's going to do a couple of back somersaults in celebration, in jubilant celebration. And that was a fantastic catch.
It was
at the
a
end of the
great
day.
catch. Especially here. Catches, a lot of catches come down here because probably the light. And he judged it well. He looked at the ball, kept his eye on the ball, and on the second attempt he got it.
On the third attempt, I believe.
So that is
he
the
juggled
sixth
it a bit.
wicket down.
Yes.
51 for 6. And as I said earlier, that Millet is losing. Millet, some of the key players are not here. So they have put a team together. And let us say the bench is getting time now. And today they really have to come out. That's 51 for 6 in over number 9. There's no need for this kind of shot. Run the singles. They are runs. They are added. They are added also. So run the singles. You don't have to go and try and bash the ball around. There's not much left in the bowling.
Captain Francis has taken 2 wickets, P.S. Morris.
In this
his very first
in the
over.
over, yeah.
That he
You
started.
know how many times I've seen that happen?
Brian,
Yes.
The
So in he
people
comes
Yeah.
to the new batsman. We'll get his name for you shortly.
Pushkan.
Brian Olivier, I'm told, is the new batsman. And that was dropped a bit short of a good length and rearing up uncomfortably, played back down the pitch and is retrieved. No run, no damage done. Captain Francis comes in once more. Goes over the wicket. And again, a bit of a replay of the last delivery. No run. And that's a very successful over
Very
for
successful.
Mon
The
Repos.
first ball started with a mighty 6, and the second ball was a wicket, and the fourth ball was a wicket, and the other 2 balls were 2 maiden deliveries. So after 9 overs, the score is 51 for 6. Let me remind you that this cricket is brought to you with the kind compliments of Eagle Freight for all your import and export needs all over the world, Asia, Europe, the Caribbean. Call Jobatis, Leslie Jobatis, at a cost that you can afford. He will meet your needs. Back to the cricket. So the game is, well, not evenly poised. I would say the fielding team is ahead here. Here comes our new ball, bitten off the edge, and the ball bop into what would
that
probably
was
be
well run.
a gully.
Yes.
One more.
Is that Keon Gaston in the attack? Yes. So Keon Gaston is the bowler. Is that
Yes,
his second
Keon.
over?
Yeah. Oh, it's first. That's his second over.
Yeah,
So Keon is our new
operating
bowler.
from the southern end, or from the what I like to call the terrace end.
Yeah. And at the halfway mark, I went and checked the pitch. It has dried quite a bit.
Okay. Here comes Keon once more. Oh, what a fantastic stroke. That is a beautiful delivery. That a beautiful shot through the gully region. That was fantastic. He just stepped right into it and played with all the flair and flamboyance of a test match player.
The ball was pitched up into the offside and hit it square of the wicket. He just came down on it at the right time and kind of opened the face and put some power, bottom hand power in it, and the ball just cannoned into the ropes there. Very, very fine shot. Very fine shot.
Well, Keon Gaston is coming in. Let's see what he has now. Delivers. And he makes a wonderful comeback. That beat the batsman all ends up.
It was fast and it cannoned into the keeper's gloves. Pop! From here you could hear it quite clear. So Keon is working out some pace here.
Here comes Keon once more.
No ball.
You could hear the umpire's call.
No ball. So the umpire extended his right hand, indicating it's a no ball, and the signal for the free comes out.
Keon is striving
Yeah.
for extra pace. He comes in once more. That is how you do it. Stumps. Oh, it's a free hit. So while we're all getting excited here that he's bowled him, and as spectacular as it looks, it's no harm done, I'm afraid.
Wow. Just bowled him. Yorker ball. Young man. Got some sort of man. Yeah. Comes in ball. Dig it out. And push it back to the man at point who picked it up. So Keon is really working out some pace here. Ball is relayed back to him via mid-off. And Keon continue. Very, very interesting young man. Had a great innings today. Slow
On ball him this time. Now we
hit the leg stump.
Now we have. Oh well, the
He was
batsman
pushing outside of
completely
the off
bitten.
stump.
Yeah.
A slow delivery, but he was playing the wrong line. And the ball cannon into middle and leg stump. What a dismissal.
Oh yes, that is beauty. That is a sight for sore eyes, and you know, bowlers, fielders, commentary team, you know, fan supporters. That will set you alight. That will, you know, stir you up when you see that sort of, you know, the furniture is sent all over the place.
In your interview with Keon at the halfway mark after scoring the half century, he said Millet has a very small chance of getting these runs.
Yes.
7 down for 57 after 10 overs.
Well, I think Keon is proving his point and is living up to, you know, his statement earlier.
Well, it's not over.
Till it's over.
The umpires are checking the scorer. Find out how many balls are left in the over. And the scorer. And the scorer say it's over, as predicted by the ruling umpire. So the end of the 10th over, and the score is 57 for 5, 57 for 7. That means a run rate of 5.7 runs and over, and that is way beyond what is required. But the wicket caller is the Achilles heel.
Yes, that's the problem, and only 3 wickets in hand. So with Keon having 2 overs left, I believe Sabinas might have 1 or 2 left. Captain Francis is back on with his second. He's taken 2. The momentum is with Mon Repos.
Here comes the captain.
And that's dropped short, pulled down towards cow corner, and he succeeds in relaying it to the fielder at long on.
Wow.
A very excellent attempt there. Good cricket there in the field.
Very good cricket. Very good fielding. Teamwork in the field.
That throw was shot back into the bowler, right over the stumps, on the bounce. In comes Francis once more. That is full and takes him on the leg. Yeah. Fortunately for Francis, because that could have gone over cow corner easily.
Yes, it could have. It was full. And again, when you're playing across the line, it's always difficult to make contact with the ball.
He may have closed the face too much,
yes.
Morris. Francis comes in. That's short. And is he going to clear the boundary? And he is going to clear the boundary in very, very spectacular style. Cow corner has been attacked. And we have 6 very dominant, very forceful, very good looking shot by, I'm not sure who the batsman is, but 6 valuable runs for Millet.
Carol, I think both teams' innings are following the same pattern, because it's the low after the 7th wicket. The Mon Repos team had this good partnership, and now we at 7 wicket, and we see something is happening with the Millet team. We see some runs is being scored. However, let's see what the captain have in store. Comes in, bowls down the leg side, that is pushed at just a short cover point And it's picked up. One more. One more. 66. It's getting down to the wire. Overs are not a problem. The run rate is good.
Francis needs to come back. Can he do it? He's gone for a few runs already in this over. Oh, he does come back and beats the batsman outside the off stump. Didn't know much about the line there. Keeper collected it at about shin height. And that one has a little more pace on it, so
Yes.
perhaps the variation there defeating the batsman
Yes.
comes Francis once more. That's short.
That's
and that's
wide.
going to be a very wide, if there is such a thing. Unfortunately, you only get one run for it.
Paul King Douglas said the guy bowler wide, it was so wide it bowl a guy in another match.
Okay.
that ball could have done that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Francis comes back again. Oh, and he tickles that one inadvertently. I'm not sure that he wanted it to go there, but it does not matter. What matters is the score pushes on by 4 to 67-47. So Francis's over has
71.
yielded some, how many?
6 and
12.
4, 10 and 2, 12.
Yeah, maybe
Almost
12,
14 runs.
14 runs thereabouts.
Couple wides, yeah.
An expensive over, and
Very
you don't
expensive.
want that at all. His
Now-
second over hasn't been a very good one
Now,
at all.
26 is required of 9 overs. So
Yes.
anytime you're down to the 20s, however, 7 wickets is down. So the Mon Repos, the Millet team must know where they are and what is required. And what is required to run the singles. In the next 9 overs, they can get 26 singles, 30 singles.
Well, Mon Repos needs to do something about that. Liquid is split. Sabinas is back into the attack from the terrace end, which is the southern end. And he's adjusting the field, waving the players around to finer positions, which makes sense, given that he's pushing the ball through. Oh, it isn't Sabinas. I'm not sure who's bowling.
Oh, that's Kian.
It's Keon, and
Keon,
Keon
down
started
the
for
leg side.
wide. So yes, Keon is going to be pushing that ball through. And they have a third man, sorry, and what may be a second or third slip. Come back with the field placing in a bit.
Well-
And this one is on target. Keon is, oh, is that going to be overthrows? Is that going to be overthrows?
No.
Fortunately, there's someone there who can collect from Keon's, he's very agile and athletic, Keon.
He's a young
He
man.
was able to run out to the short mid-wicket position, pick and throw the ball back at the stumps.
Sabinas did well
No harm done.
to anticipate and run around.
Run around to collect.
Yeah.
So square leg is being brought into short mid-wicket. And that makes sense because that is to stop the single.
Yeah.
I like that field much better.
Yeah.
So in comes Keon once more. Oh!
Hey.
That's a full toss, and the batsman was undone by that.
Yes.
I don't know what he was
It
expecting.
dipped upon him. He thought it was going to be head height or shoulder height. And then the ball dipped on him and he just got the back to the
Yeah,
ball about
yeah.
knee height.
Yeah, he was undone
Yeah.
by that one.
It really took him off by
It was
surprise.
a slower delivery. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
I love what I'm seeing. In comes Keon again. What shall we see this time? This one is pitched up and goes right through. It's signaled wide. So Keon is committing a bit of a breach here. You don't want to be giving up too many extras with so little,
Yes, right.
to protect. You're only looking at 25 to go.
28.
28, okay. And that's a much better ball, making height outside the off stump. Batsman flees at it, does not make contact. Fortunately, could have edged it into the keeper's gloves.
Could have gone anywhere.
Yeah.
Fly off the edge to third man, third slip, first slip, gully.
Keon comes in as mid-on and mid-off. They're very deep, they wait. That's fast, and that's going to be wide once more. So Keon is losing control and striving for more.
Yeah, yeah.
He's losing control.
He
and
should be advised
Yes.
to cut down on the amount of speed and place the ball. Length
He
and
come
line.
once more. Oh, is that going to be another wide?
Down the right
Oh
side.
my goodness. So Keon has bowled what? Is
That's
it
a
four wides?
That's his fourth wide.
And there are 4 wides better off. That is Millet
4 runs plus
to
4
the good.
deliveries.
4 wides to the good. Okay, and this is played rather carefully down into the short third man area. And let's see if Keon can complete the over without too much more loose stuff. He comes in once more. That is much slower. The batsman is not too sure what to expect, and he plays this one down in front of him. He was caught between coming forward and going back.
Yeah.
So P.S. Morris, how do you call this one? Is it too early to tell?
Too early to tell. Too early to tell.
Okay, that's much
Yeah.
better bowling from Keon.
The winning predictor would say from 45-55 in favor of the batting team. It's just 25 required, but they have lost 7 wickets, and the run rate is so healthy that they do not have any need to take any chance.
None at all. They're literally coasting through
And,
at you know.
and they have
they only-
shown that they can run
Yeah,
between the wicket.
yeah.
So
8 overs remaining.
with the added extras, because every
runs
bowler,
an over.
every over they had a couple of wides, and running 2 singles,
You only need-
Millet should get home easy.
You only need 4 runs and over, and Keon bowled 4 wides in the last over.
That's right. Here you go. Yeah. So
And
just,
Millet is being urged on by a fan very close to us,
yeah.
shouting
I think
advice.
he's taking our advice and he's telecasting it to his teammates out there.
In comes, I'm not sure who this bowler is. Oh, and that goes behind, down to a short fine leg area.
Just
So
yeah.
they get a single. So that's one. Dikesh Henry. Okay, Dikesh Henry is back into the attack. And let's see if he can, keep his cool and land it in the right area. He comes in now, bowls, and
Push.
that is going to be fielded at short cover. No run. So it's touch and go. The bowlers have to be on their game. They have to be tight
Yes.
with the bowling.
Push again.
And they take one
That's one more.
as he
Now that is all that is
Yes.
needed.
prods
Harold,
forward.
that is all that is needed. Push the ball in the gaps and run. Now
Yes.
this ball may just be a wide. So that's an extra run already.
Well-
because at every over we get 1 or 2 wides.
P.S. Morris, I hope you don't jinx him. So here
Let's
comes
hope-
Dikesh Henry and see what happens. Oh, he's bowled him!
Beautiful.
Fantastic!
Again, he played the
Oh my
wrong
God.
from his body.
Pushed forward
Yeah,
and
away
knew
from
nothing
his
about
body.
it. P.S.
Yeah, he
Morris.
just stood there and pushed the bat away from his body, and the ball could have gone between bat and pad or just come from outside of the earth stump. There was no defense set up to stop that delivery.
Oh my goodness, and Mon Repos are celebrating an important wicket. Is this the turning point, sort of point at which they tip the scales now more in favor of Mon Repos, P.S. Morris?
Yes, it is in the favor of Mon Repos. I think the winning predictor would say 40-60 in favor of Mon Repos. 8 wickets are down.
78 for 8.
And if Millet lose this game, there will be lots of talking point on the run out, the umpiring decision. I think we may have an official statement somehow.
Well, it'll be interesting to hear what the umpires would have to say about that. But
Yeah.
of course,
I must note
that
here,
will only be after the game is
at
done.
all
and
stages of
we
the
don't know
game,
if we can
there
share
was
that with you.
a high ball bowl in one of the games there, and the IPL, that was last week. I'll tell you more about that in a while. Comes up ball, and that is onto the body.
That
And I think it was Delhi Capitals, and a member of the team walked onto the field. But claiming it was a high ball. But the umpire stood his ground and he said that was a legal delivery.
Are you
And
talking about Richard Pant?
yes,
the
Richard
wicketkeeper?
Pan. Yeah, no,
The
not
captain?
the captain. He was not the one who stepped on the field. Comes in, bowls. And
Oh,
but there's
that
a man
through
down there. He's going to
to-
stop it
Okay,
it
and
safe.
Sabinas will pick up.
Yeah.
So they take one.
So
that was a nice
the player came onto the field. He did apologize for the player's action, but continued to explain, given the status of the game, that should have been called a no ball. However, the umpire said it was a legal delivery, and no one dare question that, not even the officials of the game, and it remained a legal delivery.
Well, Richard Pant was involved in a similar incident a few weeks ago in the IPL, ongoing IPL. He's the captain of
DC.
one of the teams. And there was a delivery which was thought to be, he thought and his teammates thought was a no ball.
Yeah, I think
And
that's
the
the same
umpire,
delivery. That's the same
well,
delivery.
that happened about a couple of weeks ago.
Yes. Was it
Well,
last week? Oh.
he was fined 100% of his match fee.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
No,
Yes,
I have not.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
that's how it was handled.
Okay, good.
And that is to reinforce what you just said.
Yeah.
The umpire's decision.
The umpire is never wrong, and people must get that. Even with the advantage of the third umpire, the standing umpire there, is never wrong.
Sabinas comes in. Oh yes, and he tickles it around. They don't pinch a single, which would have hopefully been the more favorable outcome. But no
When the game is given over to the umpires, they are the ones out there who enforce the law of cricket. And even when they alter, they are still right. Hit in
Oh,
the
that's
air,
up
that
in
is
the
going
air.
to
Will
be
it be
out.
caught? And he is attempt.
That's not out. That is not out.
That is out.
That is not out.
Okay.
He was still,
The
he had
umpire-
not get control of the ball.
Umpire is the umpires
that is
are
not out.
coming together.
He had neither have control. The law says you
No,
must
no,
have
no, no.
control of the ball.
Yes,
and
Morris,
he had not completed the catch.
he was fooling around with the ball.
Yeah, that's right, not out.
Uh,
That's right. That is a good decision. He had never completed the catch, so
oh
that
my
is a
goodness,
good
well,
decision.
That is adding a lot of excitement to tonight's game. I think for the wrong reasons. And in my humble opinion, the fielder caught the ball and he was simply juggling it to show off.
Yeah.
And the ball spilled out of his hands.
Yeah. So that is a fair. The umpires consulted. The umpires consulted.
The umpires have decided it's not out.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters at
That's
this point.
Well, what a game we are having. The umpires, I've never seen the umpiring come under so much pressure in the APL.
Lots of discussion, lots of consternation. But in the meantime, I'm the fielders. Millet is making a.
How is it dead ball? It's not dead ball. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
right.
now some discussion around whether
They are
that was a
claiming
dead
if it's
ball.
a dead ball, but it cannot be a
or
dead
a
ball because
legal
it was
delivery.
not a legal catch. It was not a catch.
So I'm not sure why it's being adjudged dead ball. PS. Why would it be a dead ball?
It is not a dead ball.
Okay.
The fielders out there was claiming. Oh, okay. Okay, good.
Okay, so the umpire signaled not out. I believe he may have initially given it out
Yeah.
and then changed the decision.
Yeah. So we are settling down here quickly. This is the first game we've had. So the umpiring have come under so much
in the
pressure.
meantime, we're trying to settle down
Yeah.
and complete the match. So this comes in and he takes this. They run through for one. It's turned down to wide fine leg,
Yeah.
short and wide fine leg, and one run taken.
Yeah.
So the cricket has resumed.
Yeah.
And there's lots of energetic, innovative discussion.
Discussion. Yeah.
And it's good. You know, everybody's lively, everybody's getting into it, and a lot to talk about. And that is an excellent delivery by Sabinas. Dot ball.
So that could have
Plays
been the
at it.
9th wicket.
It should have been the 9th wicket.
Yes.
Yes, it should have been the 9th wicket.
When fielding,
Here comes Sabinas. Oh, and that res out of nowhere.
when fielding,
Almost hits the batsman.
the
in
fielder taking the catch
Chin.
must always complete the catch, giving the umpire the idea that he is in control of the ball. What we noticed happen, the gentleman did catch the ball, but there was an attempt, a second attempt, which completed the catch, but he continued playing with the ball, which means he never brought the ball under control.
Well, the fact that he was playing with it meant he had it under control.
No, he had not completed the catch.
He was playing with it.
Yeah.
So he had it under control.
And this is a matter that will be discussed for a long
We
time.
can go on discussing this, but we'll have our different views. In my
And the
view,
umpire ruling stance.
I don't think that the catch was put down. I think he had it under control. It's just convenience that, you know, you want to make certain arguments one way or the other.
So here we come
I
back.
think it's Dickage who will start again from the river end. And that is hit back down to mid-off. About 20 paces off the boundary he picks up. No run. Did they take a run? Yes, Morris?
Yes, they did.
Or they run 3 for 1.
Yeah.
So it's 20 left in 7 overs. Dickage comes in again, and that is hit airborne. Is that going to go to the boundary? And it does go for 6. Well, that is 6 valuable runs
Coming from
over
nowhere.
cow corner.
Yeah.
And Dickage Henry paid the price of pitching up on middle and leg. And he went sailing over cow corner. So Millet have moved much closer to victory. What is the victory indicator saying now? Yes, Morris.
It has gone back to a 50-50.
Okay.
It has gone up to a 50-50. 14 required.
Let's see how
with 2
Dickage
wickets.
can come back from this. That shot, making height over the stumps. He flashes at it, does not make contact, and that'll be a dot ball.
Yeah,
And he would be advised to keep
that's right.
the length at about the back of a good length, where the batsman is not sure whether to drive or whether to play backwards. And what a fantastic stroke. Will that be the fielder? Oh, and he does well. Are they going to come back for 2? Okay, and they make it safely. The fielder did well. Is that the captain? Captain Francis did well. He got down, put his body on the line, and had to recover, reclaim the ball and fire it in. But then the batsman rather,
Good cricket.
completed 2 comfortably.
Again, we're coming down to the wire. Both teams have stand up at that time.
Dickage in. And that's a full toss, which is hit aerially through vacant mid-on.
Yes.
They take 1 more. Well, 8 wickets down for 90. And Millet are inching closer.
Very much so.
And this is exciting cricket. 2
Very
wickets to
much.
get, Mon Repos, for victory.
Yeah.
Is that going to be wide? It is.
One more.
So that reduces
10
the
runs
number to
required.
get to 10. So
9
plenty
to
of time.
9 to tie and 10 to win.
Plenty of time, 6 overs. When he plays forward in front of him for forward short leg to pick up. And end of the over.
End of the 15th?
So let's see who Captain Francis brings on now. Sabinas is striding down towards the bowler's end. I'm not sure if he'll continue.
How many overs? 5 more overs left. So 15 completed. So 5 overs to get 10 runs. Again, the run rate is 2 runs per over.
The win indicator surely
Have to
P.S.
move now.
Morris has swung again.
Yes,
in
it
whose
has
favor?
moved. 30-70.
More in favor of
in favor
Millet.
of Millet.
Of Millet.
Yeah.
30-70.
So Millet is moving on there. But again, because of the nature of the game here, the condition of the game, if one wicket falls, it will drastically change. So let's see what happens. Much discussion.
So both,
If you look to the left in that stand down there where the Millet supporters are, everybody is standing.
on the boundary line virtually,
Yeah, on the boundary line,
on the
that's
boundary
right.
line,
So,
waiting to run onto the field when victory is registered.
beaten
And that's a
outside your
very
stump.
good comeback. That's a very good delivery for Keon, who is striding back to his bowling mark. So that missed chance, if we can call it that, you can call it so many different things. They'll come back to rue. They'll come back to rue that, you know. Oh, excellent delivery once more.
Yeah.
Dot delivery, 2 dot deliveries.
Yes.
That missed chance by whoever it was, I'm not sure, juggling the ball,
Yeah.
which was not given out, will certainly have had, you know, an impact in
Comes
the
in.
outcome of this game.
Push.
Oh, he plays
one
that
more.
off his pads,
Yeah.
rather like Carl Hooper there.
I saw Dennis Ramdin. Dennis Ramdin took a clear catch. When he was about to send it up, the ball dropped, and the umpire said not out. I also seen a slip fielder caught a ball, and when he was about to throw it up, the ball hit his arm and went down, not out. So the guy is clearly not out.
Yeah, but we are talking about it, meaning
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your opinion says, but what the game, the status of the game, not the status, excuse me, the law of the game, he's not out.
The law of the game will say that's a wicket.
yeah.
Never. It
P.S.
cannot.
Morris,
Yes.
yes, interpretation is important.
Yes.
I'm
Very
just
much.
getting, I totally agree with our co-commentator, Mr. Charlo. What is meant by bringing the ball under control?
Down the leg side, another wide delivery.
And Keon has
Bringing the
lost
ball
control
under
of that
control
one.
means you have completed the catch.
Well, you have completed the catch when you catch the ball. Whatever you look to do with it after, doesn't matter.
Well, there is a time here.
You're looking to celebrate, and
You-
it just spill the
When
ball.
when you collect the ball, all right, listen. When you collect the ball, you must indicate. There must be a period of time, probably a fraction or 2 seconds, whatever, to
2 seconds?
indicate exactly that you have caught the ball.
Okay.
If that is not done, I'm sorry, you've not caught the ball. Bitten again outside your stump.
Well, that's rather harsh on P.S. Morris.
Well, that's the law of the
I
game.
see,
The-
need for that to be revisited. Because in the excitement of the game, I mean, if that's the law, you may have to wait. And is it that you have to, focus on
there's a time.
convincing the umpire that, hey, I have it,
Yes.
before you throw it up?
Yeah. You
I
must
don't
do
know.
that.
It's
And,
a bit
yeah,
harsh.
you must. And
Because you
especially-
might be looking to celebrate
And
in
especially
the excitement,
especially
and it goes wrong, and
in
then
the catch.
you're
How did you take the catch? Was it a
having to pay for
comfortable
that.
catch coming to you that you gloved easily, or whether a catch you were still fighting with?
That is the important thing. And I believe we can tell when we look, because you hear people, some of the comments that have been made here tonight, you hear some of the comments saying, well, he should not have been playing with the ball. So that means we know he was playing with the ball.
Yeah, but he took the catch
Right.
and the ball bounced off his hand, and he keep on bouncing the ball.
Well-
He's never completed the catch.
No, he completed it. He was just
Well,
having some fun.
We can say that all night. The catch was
Oh,
never
my
completed
goodness.
because he took the catch on the second attempt and keep on bouncing the catch. It was never completed.
Well, people will have their opinions.
93, the score is 93 for 8. 4 overs. Super Bowl. Shot into the fence for a six.
That carries Millet to
And-
within striking distance.
And the winning predictor goes up to 100, to 99 to 1.
2 runs to get in 4 overs. So Mon Repos appear heartbroken, very much,
Yeah,
very, very much depressed now.
yeah.
It's a matter of course,
99.
really. It's just a routine matter of getting 2 runs to carry them over the line, that is Millet, that went sailing over mid-off. So 6 valuable runs hit there.
I will put this loss at the feet of the skipper. Coming back now, it's a hard time. It's a hard time.
So Captain Francis decided to bring himself on, got it all wrong. Was that a full toss?
No, the pitcher.
Okay.
Pitcher.
I don't have the benefit of replay.
Here he comes in.
There's quite a lot of discussion tonight.
Down the leg side.
And that's down the leg side.
He played it.
Bat on it. Is that going to be the winning run there? It is. Millet has completed
what a cricket game we've had here today. Millet has defeated Mon Repos again. Another.
Yes.
Yes, they took 2 runs, and
Victory
that is it.
To Millet.
Millet deserved that victory. They worked hard for this victory. Given what happened, the run out, the drop catch, whatever transpired, the game was a good game, and we are happy that the defending champions, Millet, finally cracked the victory here today.
Yes, and in the end, P.S. Morris, whatever one wants to say tonight, cricket is a lovely game, you know, of glorious
uncertainties.
And in the end, it's good for cricket what has happened here tonight.
Yes.
Starting off with the uncertainty of even having the game tonight.
Yes.
Having had to postpone the match, which is a quarter stage of the tournament. And having had the game tonight, Millet in the end have triumphed. There are a couple decisions in terms of the umpiring and the officiating.
Yeah.
But in the end, Millet have triumphed, and that is what's important.
Very important.
So we look now to go towards the devotion.
Not devotion, the closing ceremony.
And well, I'm corrected here, the closing ceremony, P.S. Morris.
Yeah.
And there's still a lot of conjecture, still a lot of discussion rather, about what transpired. Some of the commentary is being evoked from a rather passionate and emotional standpoint. And a lot of
so the discussion will
heated
continue.
Discussion.
The
heated
discussion will continue.
And it will continue
late
tonight.
into the night and
but
into tomorrow morning.
I stand firm in my own view that the catcher had caught the ball and was juggling in a very playful manner, and the ball fell to the ground. And I believe mileage has been made of this. But at the end of the day, the umpire's decision is what is important. At the end of the day, the umpire's decision is what is important.
And we are happy to see that, given the start, as you mentioned earlier, with all the rain, a late shower, almost wipe off play completely. But the team stayed together, and there were a couple of decisions that led to all of the talking point that has really continued throughout the field. But we will go down now for the closing ceremony. So we will ask all the guys to come together. Let me go and see if we can get everybody to come together for the closing ceremony.
And while this is happening, we overhear the heated discussion still continue over that controversial catch that was in the end given not out. Millet will move on to the semi-finals. I'm not sure who they're meeting in the semi-finals.
Rus.
We will have that for you shortly. In the meantime,
guys, come.
Gold sponsors Eagle Freights and Brokerage. Thank you to Mr. Leslie Jean-Baptiste, the owner and managing director of Eagle Freights and Brokerage Limited, for his sponsorship of this tournament for the last 4 or 5 years or more. And also to LNO Studios, who are providing live coverage tonight, doing a lovely job of it. Thanks to the staff, the crew, who are having fun in covering this very lively, very entertaining Adventist Premier League. Earlier on, we did have some rain. It has held off, thankfully. Yours humbly did succeed in getting some. And in the meantime, we acknowledge umpire Glenn Barry Ariste. He's had an interesting night, an unforgettable night. I'm sure we can all agree. And so will the other umpire, Dennis T. Caro, Leo. T. Caro being his Calypsonian handle, the name he uses on the Calypso stage and competition. He is the current reigning Calypso King, St. Lucia. And he simply loves his umpiring. Mr. Leo does. He simply loves his umpiring. And while the closing ceremony is being organized,
Okay, guys, let's do it.
We let you know now that Millet have won the game.
Let's do this. Let's do
And
this.
now we will pass.
Okay, everybody.
Okay, so we are going to pass the mic over to Mr.
Okay,
Charles.
gentlemen, let's settle down for the closing ceremony. For the closing ceremony. Those of you over there, can you please come closer so we can hear each other? When the Thank you. Gentlemen, put your hands together for a good cricket game.
Yeah.
Very good cricket game. We started just after the rain, and it did not look possible that we would have a cricket game tonight. But I want to say thank you to the two teams for your spirit and how the game was played this afternoon. This evening, you fought hard, and congratulations to Millet, who won the game tonight. I want to call on the captain of the losing team, Mon Repos. Hard luck, you lose the toss, and you were sent in to bat on the pitch, and you guys struggle.
Yes, we did. The opening batters couldn't get a partnership going on.
What was the plan going out there?
Just put runs on the board.
Put runs on the board.
Yeah.
But
Our target was at least a 110, 120, but
that's right.
unfortunately we got 100.
You got 100, yeah. But you lose 7 overs, 7 batters, 7 wickets before you turned 30 runs.
Yeah. Well, the pitch wasn't what it wants. So even though you bowl good, but the pitch is was a bit wet. The ball just skidding.
And the young man came and scored a good 50 for you.
Yeah, that was a good knock from Keon.
Yeah.
It was a good knock.
What have you taken from this game?
Well, a catch, you can kill the ball in your hands. Definitely. I mean, that was a big mistake that the guy made, but it cost us the game. I think had he hold on to the ball, we would have won the game fair.
Okay. Well, all the best and thank you for coming. That is your second time here because of the rain and the weather. And I'm happy that you and your boys stayed on and put all your efforts together. Congratulations to you. You made it to the quarterfinals. All the best for the next tournament.
Thank you.
Put your hands together for the captain.
Yeah.
Let me call the captain of the winning team. Big Merv. Big Merv at the halfway point, 100 runs on the board. What did you say to your team?
Well, I felt that was enough for us to get at the time, right? But with the losing some of the wickets, we were a bit nervous in there, honestly.
Yeah.
Right. But I like to commend both teams on playing on that kind of wicket and producing such a good game. That was very good on behalf of both teams.
The teams batted the same way. They lose 7 by 30, you lose 7 by 54. And again, at the bottom, there are 2 good partnerships. And I saw some nervousness creeping into your side. How did you all handle that to win the match?
Well, I know the guys are capable of getting us home, right? But it's just at the end, they had some poor selection. And then the last 2 batters, they kept their heads cool and got the job done.
Well, I must say good. Number one, I must say thank you for playing the game and for the spirit in which your team fought at both innings. You won the toss, which was your choice. You let the opposition bat. You got them down. They got you down. You fight back. It was just wonderful, and I appreciate it. It was a very good cricket game. I really enjoyed, and everybody here was involved in it. Congratulations, you all are up to the semi-finals. You are the defending champion, so you stand to be the first team to win the championship twice. Have you won the championship twice?
No.
No. So I guess you'd be the only team to win the championship, right? Congratulations, Big Milk. All the best for moving future.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll now call on the scorer to give us the Man of the Match award. And she's coming. And guys, I must say, one time the winning predictor was in Mon Repos' favor. Another time it was in Millet's favor. And it swings back and forth all the time. And we were happy with our conclusion tonight.
Good
Okay.
evening, everyone. Tough luck to Team Mon Repos on a well-fought game. Congratulations to Team Millet. This evening's performances from Mon Repos, we had Clint Francis, 2.2 overs, 2 for 29. Keon Gaston, 54 not out, 4 overs, 2 for 24. Sabinus Emmanuel, 13 runs and 4 overs, 2 for 19. From Millet, Siobhan Leo, 13 runs, 4 overs, 2 for 6. This evening's man of the match, scoring 20 runs, not out, 4 overs, 2 for 10. Congratulations to Janelle Thomas.
Put your hands together. Janelle, come. And tonight, his medal will be presented by a member of the West Indies board. We are happy to have Carol, who served with us. Nine series of the game, great innings.
Yeah,
How are you feeling out there?
so proud right now.
When you went out to bat, what was on your mind? What did the captain say to you?
Well, go out there, score runs
Go on and score the runs. And how did you choose to score your runs on that wicket?
by staying at the wicket and play my balls.
You are very confident, young man. Yes. And all the best. All the best for the future. I know your semi-final game is on Thursday, I think. Oh, next week? Yeah, next week. So all the best. I'm looking forward. I noticed a few players are missing, but you guys have come in and you'll have done justice to that team. All the best. Put your hands together for the young man. Very, very positive mindset from the young man, and I was very impressed.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and Pastor Morris, just to tell you, exciting cricket continues tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. Semi-final 1, that is Grosile versus Labey. Your team, Pastor Morris.
Oh.
Yes, Division 1,
Division
Pastor
one,
Morris.
yes, that's right.
Yes, all
Semi-final.
right.
Semi-final.
Okay, and then that will be back with us, where they will take on Goodland Rebels.
Yes.
Over to
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
thank you very much, gentlemen. Gentlemen, thank you very much for a wonderful cricket game. Thank you for your hard work, your patience, and